All you need is love.
Ra-da-da-da-da.
All you need is love. Love.
All you need is love.
All you need is love.
Love is all you need.
Love is all you need. Love is between us. How cool is that?
Oh, look, there's a lot of love between us.
There is. How you doing? Welcome to Show and Tell.
G'day,
We're
g'day.
ready. We are here, Mr. Fulton. How are you doing?
G'day. Who have we got in chat? Mr. Fulton, Alan,
And Annie Confetti.
Welcome, guys.
Make sure you're on live chat. Wow. I've got some photos to show. We got people organised to come up on panel.
People to see, stories to tell.
Fun and games.
Open wide.
Come inside. It's placed. No, it's not. That starts off. There's a bear in there. And a chair as well. People with games
And stories to tell.
Welcome to the Tipple Joys. How you doing? Hopefully there's audio, visual.
How you doing?
Everything's happening. How you all doing?
Today we will have a panel.
You
So we'll have some other people come up on screen.
see us.
We'll do a bit of show and tell and just some nice chatting. But just a nice, easy, chilled live stream today.
I'm just waiting to see. For a second I thought that was a dinosaur shirt. No, he gets a lot of comments on that shirt, don't you?
Do they? Let me get a bit closer. And we'll see if we can point out. It's like a buffalo, I think. And I think it's a pronghorn deer, a ram. And then a coyote, a bear.
It's a cool print.
I think it's like all North American animals.
Yeah. Hey, Ken the Lawn Guy, how you doing?
Hey, it's Ken the Mole-Man.
Looks like bison almost.
Yeah, bison.
Is that a bison? I think that, or is that a yak? Yakety yak, don't come back.
Take out the garbage and the trash. Or you don't get no spending cash.
It's Saturday morning for us, so Gus did the overnight, so he worked
It's the weekend.
He worked from 8 o'clock till 5 o'clock this morning.
8 p.m. last night he started.
Mm-hmm.
So I dropped him there and then come home, did a few things, and then I could not sleep. So I got up and sat on the computer for a bit, and I ended up staying up till 3 a.m., went to sleep and got an hour's sleep, and then had to get up at 4 and go and pick him up in the morning.
Yeah, Alice said, problem solved my end. He couldn't hear us, but he can hear us now. That's good. And he says, we have coyotes that run through our courtyard here. I always know because the pup will actually growl for once. Coyotes. Coyotes remind me of a little bit like dingoes.
Yeah.
The same sort of family. Are they a dog?
Yeah, canine.
Canine, yeah. Alrighty. I've got some...
I think coyotes and canine.
Yeah, I don't know. I've got some photos to show that I raced around this morning.
Photos of dingoes?
No.
Of our canine?
Well, I raced around this morning while you were still getting ready, and I took some quick photos of stuff.
What's up, Gary?
Stuff around our stuff. They were snatch up little pets. Pets. I might be a little
Here we go. Everyone put your seatbelts on.
I might be a little bit dyslexic today.
Oh, just today for a change.
G'day, Gary. How you doing? Okay, so I raced around and I
Is
took...
that mic all right all the way over there? Can everybody hear us okay? Well, it's all right if people can hear us.
I raced around this morning and took a couple of pets. So pictures of our animals.
Here we go. Here comes Speed Race.
Look, I need some more coffee. Hang on. Okay, so I'll show some photos. I got my 5-point harness on. Strap yourself in. Okay, so these are our chookies. So we have.
So whenever you hear us say chooks, that's what we're talking about, our chickens.
Yeah, so I took them this morning. They don't have names or anything.
I call that one.
We can't see what you're pointing at.
Colonel Sanders.
But we got them at the beginning of lockdown because we weren't sure what was happening, and they're just starting back to lay, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the veggie patch that Grant did with the boys. So
Broccoli's gone to head.
yeah, it's seeding.
Starting to flower and seed.
Yeah, and that's spinach.
Silver beet.
Silver beet, which is similar to
very
spinach.
similar. Silver beet and spinach are almost the same thing.
Yeah. What else do we have?
Oh, get to the left a bit. I want to see the tomatoes.
I can't. There. It's only a little tomato.
There you go. Some tomatoes coming.
So tomatoes. What else do I
Did
have?
you bring some ripe ones in here for show and tell?
No, I didn't.
What?
No, I didn't.
They're only tiny though.
And then I got a surprise. Look.
Oh, let me guess. Strawberry.
Yes, it's my strawberry flower. I've got a strawberry pot on my veranda out the back, and it's.
Oh, is that the one in the pot?
Yeah, there's two on it.
Well, you were just at the garden. I thought it was the one in the garden.
I walked really quickly around the yard.
Something chasing you.
Yeah, I was in a hurry. What else do we have? Oh, something else that's really cute.
You should have got dressed before you went out in the yard.
Something else really cute.
The lemon, or is it the lime?
Lime. Hang on. I didn't load up the really close-up one.
The citrus tree is about to flower.
No, you'll be. Look at this. Look at this.
Hello, Allie.
Look how tiny it is.
Oh,
That's a little lime.
I didn't know it had one coming.
Yes.
I didn't know it had flowered.
Yeah, it's a little lime coming.
Look at this. Look who we got.
I'll take the.
That's a
picture
good
away.
show and tell.
Hey, Dwayne, welcome.
Yeah, you can see her tail.
There you go, Allie.
Hello, Allie girl. You're a good girl.
You can hear her purring. Hey, baby girl.
That's a little stray cat we brought home a year ago.
I can't see.
Hang on, I'll get my coffee out the way.
Yeah. Oh. She won't want to be picked up. My garden is a sanctuary for weeds, and poor things are persecuted everywhere else.
She's ducking just underneath the view of the camera.
I can do this. No. Well, you don't want to see your cat's bum. No.
There she goes.
I know, it's so cute. Howdy. Howdy. Our Conklin was having computer issues to begin with.
Well, howdy, mister.
DMC's in chat. What else do I have? I raced around. Oh, here we go. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Diesel dog.
Diesel boy.
He was like, Mom, I don't want to sit there. I had to try and get him to sit.
The ground might have been cold on his big pair of paws.
We had a little bit of rain overnight too, so that was nice.
Yeah, it was lovely. Got a bit of rain last night. But I had to go extra slow going to pick Gus up an hour away because the roads were wet.
What else do I have? My hibiscus flower.
Oh, a little hibiscus.
Little.
Well, actually, they're quite big, the hibiscus flowers.
I should have picked it and put it behind my ear, but that's my only flower at the moment. So if I get a little bit more, I will. The internet has been terrible, says Gary.
It's been terrible, Muriel.
It's been all right here, so hopefully it continues that way. It is Saturday, so we do have the kids home.
Hibiscus is a real tropical flower, like Hawaii, like a Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah, when I see a hibiscus, I think Hawaii.
But hibiscus go good in Queensland. We've got lots of hibiscus around here.
Yeah. Also, this is Garden
A
ornament.
tin magpie.
It's a little tin Maggie.
So we're having a tour of our yard or garden or pot plants, are we?
Yeah. Well, it's just what I quickly did this morning.
Okay. Did you guys have show and tell when you were kids? Like generally on a Monday after the weekend, someone would have to get up and talk about what they did on the weekend, or they would bring in something and have to talk about what it was.
It's your turn. Monday. What did you do over the
To
weekend?
tell the class, and I suppose it was to practice public speaking, but it was to get the kids up in front of the class and tell them what they did over the weekend, or talk about something they brought in.
Yeah. Conk said.
Inevitably, there would always be a kid bringing in a feather. Found this feather on the weekend. Pretty sure it came from a yowl.
Oh, pet rock. Here's my pet rock.
Yeah.
And Gary says, I don't know, all the teen years are a bit fuzzy. And Conklin said they grow well in this area. So that's the hibiscus, yeah. What else do we have on my quick tour around the garden?
Down. What are you doing, Ellie?
That's a big staghorn we rescued.
Actually, it's an elkhorn.
No, that one there is a staghorn.
The top one. Looks like a new leaf.
Yeah, it does. It's very
Okay, so it's a elkhorn on the bottom, underneath, and then a staghorn up top.
And it's just on a log. We rescued that plant.
I put each one on a section of log, and then I stacked them on top of each other, stood them up on the back deck, or porch, or patio, or veranda, whatever you want to call it, and tied it to the corner post.
Yeah. And this is your big alocasia.
My awesome elephant's ear.
I can give a size comparison. I have put this on YouTube and Twitter, I think. So it is huge. It's big leaf. It's bigger than Grant's head.
Much bigger.
So that is an alocasia. How's Mr. and Mrs. Potato doing? Oh, well, she wasn't doing anything, so I chopped the bottom off her, and she's still not doing anything. So I don't.
You're getting a bit fuzzy on the bottom. I don't know if that's roots or mold coming.
I don't know. So I think it's a flop. I don't think it's going to work, but it was worth trying. I'll give it till Monday, I think.
I think you need to scrape some of the outside off.
I think I need to sit it in some sunlight.
Sunlight?
Something.
How about darkness? Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Sit it in a cupboard, do you reckon? Like a mushroom.
That's how potatoes throw eyes and...
Yeah, but I'm not after eyes.
You do want it to have hair. That's what the hair is. Sure.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it first starts off as eyes, and then those eyes throw big runners.
Oh, well.
Don't they? Or are the eyes roots?
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't Google it. I just stuck it in water and hoped for the best.
Didn't cover potatoes in my horticultural course.
Are you sure the plant doesn't act right? Just torture it and cut its head off.
Off with its head?
I know. I cut its bum off. The bottom bit in the water. So it still has eyes.
It still has eyes, but we cut its bum off so the eyes are like this.
Okay, so I can delete some of these, and then I can bring, because it's late for Alan, and Alan sent me some pictures too.
What time is it, Alan?
So I'll just delete some of these so I can load some more in.
What time is it?
Ooh.
Oh, my love, my darling, I've hungered for your touch.
Hello, Purry Purr.
A long, lonely time. And time
G'day,
goes
Tara.
by. Hello, Tara. So slowly. And time can do so much.
Yeah, it's 1:29 in the morning. Okay, so I'll
Are you
do Alan's
still mine?
photos. Angel.
Lonely rivers flow to the sea.
To the sea.
I'll be coming home. Wait for me. Oh, my love,
My darling,
I've hungered for
your touch.
a long,
Lonely
lonely time.
I need your love. All right. Some of these pictures, Alan,
Okay, Allie's gone.
yeah.
She had a bit of a smooch and a rub and pat, and now she's gone.
Yeah, I'm just getting these in. Some of these photos, Alan, are just,
We got some show and tell from Alan.
yeah, I love it. I want to move there.
Look how green it is. That's because they get so much rain, baby.
I know, but just the
And
era.
they-
I love this
And
era.
they don't get our harsh Queensland sun.
I just love it. I love the history. I love the era. I don't know much about the history, but it just looks, I just love it.
I know it's in the past.
Right. So I'll do this lot first in a minute. I'll just have a quick look. Is that a buffalo or bison on your shirt?
It's a buffalo sun.
G'day, DK.
Yakety yak. Don't talk back. Hey, DK.
Gary says, I feel like I'm watching the movie
Well-
Ghost.
It hasn't got wings, so it can't be a buffalo. It must be a bison. Buffaloes have tiny little wings.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so
Oh, we got a list.
I got.
It's not even trivia, and we got a list.
I needed to write down a
I'm
little
sure
bit
you
of
did.
information.
I needed to write down a little bit. You got 3 sheets full.
No, I got 2 sheets full. Look, it wouldn't be me if I didn't do something like this.
What's that say? Sit down in front of screen.
No, it does not. Okay, it's getting late for Alan, so I'll do his. This is Falkland Place.
Falkland Palace.
Palace, yes. So Alan is from Fife, and he is a tour guide for the National Trust of Scotland. So these are some of pictures. The palace was built in the 15th century by King James IV of Scotland. So,
King James.
There's got to be a list. Yes, we got to be. And then is this inside it?
Oh, I've seen this place.
Yeah, Alan has showed us before,
Okay.
once before. But he's put it all into a folder.
Yeah.
And I can
I thought it looked familiar.
yeah. I just love it. And then that's the old one
The
of
old
it.
area. How did they take that from a hot air balloon?
Probably. Or a very tall ladder.
A really, really long selfie stick.
And then Alan,
Hey, which one's Alan?
I think is
Alan's the one in the middle with the black dress.
no,
No?
no. Alan is the one with the stick, I think, isn't it, Alan?
Here I come with my stick and my staff. You must neither smile nor laugh.
Yeah. The chapel is they still use today, he said. Hey, Uncanny Kyle. Welcome in.
Hey, Kyle. Welcome, welcome.
DK says, I'd love to be a guide somewhere. Me on the far right.
I could maybe be a guide rail.
And then this is the outside of it.
Are you sure?
Oh,
So this is still the Falkland Palace?
yes, I think so.
Look at that tree out the front. What's that tree, Alan? Tell me the history of the tree, mate. King James V planted that tree when he was just a boy.
I'm a Kiwi. And she's across the
pond.
Yeah.
For anyone in chat who doesn't know, Kiwis are New Zealanders, our neighbours across the ocean.
Yeah. And then, isn't this cool?
Ah.
That is very cool.
I've seen something like that before, but not as a woman. That's how they do the big Celtic crosses in that too.
Yeah. In Outlander, they did the big Celtic cross, and they.
And he burns it when he needs to summon all the people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty sure that's Wicca. What they've used there. Is that Wicca, Alan? Looks like Wicca. So how's things in the big NZ, Kyle? I'll swap your prime ministers any day. Kyle, if you want to get rid of Jacinta, send her over here and you can have ours.
Alan said the tree that you asked what it was, it's a lime tree and it was planted in the 19th century.
Lime? No. Go back.
Okay, we're going back.
Lime tree can't get that big. Is there two trees?
That's the willow queen, Mary of Scots.
Mary of Squats. Wouldn't you love Colette to be your tour guide at the castle, Alan? This is Mary of Squats.
Oh no.
They didn't have toilets back then. This is Mary of Squats.
Oh dear. Oh, it's going to be one of those days. Going well in the middle of the South Island. Our PM is doing a great job so far.
Yeah, as far as politician goes, I think you got a good one, mate.
Not that one has limes. Yeah. Same name, different tree.
Cool. I'll have to look that up.
Yeah.
Maybe it's even spelled different. Maybe it's Lyme.
Oh, look.
Like Lyme's disease.
Look,
he went hunting in Africa.
The deer.
Oh, they might have been around Scotland.
Mm-hmm. That's the library. So this is all part of Alan's
I went to a guy's house down the street the other day. Excuse me. And inside in his lounge room, he had a full, I forget what he called it. It was part of the impala family, or the antelope family.
That's Alan's office.
That's Alan's office is that at the palace?
I'd say so. Look.
How cool is that?
Oh, look at the ceiling.
Yeah.
Hello, Turbo Fish. How
you
doing?
Turbo.
Archon says Queen Mary of Scots she did cardio exercise classes on the side when she wasn't doing the Queenie thingy.
Yeah. That's how they got such strong legs and invented the Tibacos. the Kyber-toss. I said the Tibacos. Kyber-toss.
All hand painted, no wallpaper. That's all hand painted.
Look at the work on the wall.
Look at the bed.
Oh, baby.
Very nice. Oh, look. It looks like a scene out of the movie, doesn't it? Look at the lushness of the gardens.
Do you remember places like this being built when you were growing up, Conklin?
Rich in history. The king's bedroom, that was.
With the big 4-poster. 4-poster toys wenches too.
And he would have fish in there. Look at the fish.
That's what I like. Nice.
Courtyard.
Does it have carp or koi or anything like that in the pond?
The kitchen. I know. We got a little bit of lag. What else do we have?
I think this might be your first time here, Kyle. So I'm Grant.
And I'm Claire.
And together,
we're the Simple Joys.
We're just doing a nice chill live stream today, and we're doing a show and tell. If anyone wants to give us pictures on Twitter, send them through to our Twitter, and we'll bring them up in here and show everyone.
Mm-hmm. How did they keep the grass trimmed back then? Take care. It says, got to go. Great live stream. Take care.
Cheers, Kyle. Take care. Stay safe, mate.
How do they keep the grass?
The heron ate the whole lot.
Oh, naughty heron. Achoo. Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
I wonder who's on the wall. The portraits.
Not allowed on the walls.
What?
You get in trouble if you get on the walls.
Who's in the photos of the portraits?
I reckon they're probably not photos.
Paintings. Autumn colours in the garden. A lot of people with scythes does the lawn.
Wow, how good would they have to be with a scythe to get it that trimmed?
Precise.
Precise scythe. A scythe, eh? They had lots of servants, didn't they?
Yeah.
So it could be a servant's job just to do the grass all day, every day of the week.
My grandfather used to take pride in his lawn, and he used to.
Yeah, but he had a mower.
No, he did it by push mower, like the
yeah,
old
but it
push
wasn't a scythe.
But he used to do patterns, do it one way and then
Did he roll it?
Yes, because he used to. In the early days, he used to also manage a bowls green, so he did that practice on his own lawn. I used to love going to the lawn at his place. Okay,
Thank you very much for that, Alan. Is that all of them?
He's got reenactments also, but I'll show them in a bit.
So guys, if you want to share any pics with us,
you're right.
all you have to do is send them to our Twitter account.
Twitter, Facebook, or email. The first to the right was Charles II and King James V and his wife, and Charles II is an older man. So that was that one, the one in the middle with them both together, and the other one. Awesome. Thank you for sharing that, Alan.
Thanks, Alan. That's definitely something we don't get to see.
No.
Here we are showing plants, and he pulls out.
I know.
King Charles and King James V.
Mm-hmm.
King James IV.
Awesome. I'm just checking messages in case someone has sent something.
We show a tomato, and then he has to up us with a Queen of Squats.
Okay, this is from, I'll share that. This is from Mr. Fulton. Is Mr. Fulton still in chat? You still here, Mr. Fulton?
Mr. Fulton sent us a pic. Boom, 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 boom.
Okay. Okay, I'll just bring that up. Share screen.
I thought originally you were bringing up a picture from Turbo. Bringing up a picture from Mr. Fulton.
Okay, so that's Mr. Fulton. He says, here is my first drink of peanut butter dark chocolate martini.
Shaken, not stirred.
Oh, look at that burger. I haven't had a burger in probably about 3 weeks. That looks delicious. But yeah, peanut butter dark chocolate martini.
Well, it's definitely a martini glass.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Okay, stop sharing. That looks good, Mr. Fulton. Bet it tastes yummy.
Might have been for his birthday.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, sounds like an elaborate drink. Is it crunchy peanut butter? I'll send along
It's
some
crunchy
pics.
if you bite the glass.
He says, I'm here. Oh, a story. When I was little,
Here's a story.
we went to
Excuse
a
me.
restaurant. I think I've told this before. And they had ice in a glass. And I accidentally bit the glass thinking it was ice and ended up with glass shards in my mouth.
Okay.
But it was really thin. They shouldn't have given that sort of cup to a kid.
Not a kid like you, eh, baby?
I shattered that
They
glass.
should have known better.
I'm all about the old fashioned with an orange peel. I'm all about the old fashioned with an orange peel.
Orange peel in the martini.
Oh, orange peel.
An olive.
I've never had a martini. It's just vodka, isn't it?
I don't know if there's anything else with it. There might be vermouth in it. I don't know.
I don't know.
Tonic? No, tonic? No, I don't know. Tell us how to make a martini.
Shaken, not stirred.
Shaken, not stirred. 2 olives.
Hey, guess what, guys, too? Oh, is it still? Yeah. We are monetized.
Hey, we got our monetization
We got our
back.
monetization.
It should never have been taken off us. YouTube took, well, I think a robot took it off us because we dared to use our own videos. We cut up one of our own videos to make smaller videos to do a montage.
Yeah.
And YouTube said we were using people's content.
Yeah.
So they took our monetization off us for a while.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a while, actually. We had no
been
monetization.
3 months. And it was a lot of back and forth with them.
So we kept having to send messages until we got a real person.
And I applied and ta-da, it's
Da,
back.
da, da. Not that it's a fortune. We definitely don't get much out of it, but at least it's something. It provides a bit for the channel and helps towards the trivia prizes and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it'd probably be flat out cover and printer ink, but at least it's something.
Yeah.
And it was ours. We earned it. They had no right to take it.
But it's back. I was so excited. You were sleeping yesterday when I came in and said, we got a monetization.
Oh, that's nice. Instead of talking about being special, biting a glass, he said, nice strong teeth, eating glass.
Mr. Fulton, when do you audition for American Idol, says DK? What other things have we got?
You ain't never had a friend like me.
Da, da,
Da, da, da.
da,
Da, da, da, da.
we can.
You ain't never had a friend, never had a friend, never had a friend like me.
Okay.
Cheers, Mr. Fulton. Thank you for the martini.
Okay, we have some pictures from Mr. Conklin. Oil paintings.
Hey, and then I'll do a show and tell.
Yep. Okay, so I'll bring that up.
This is Conk's work.
Yep, I love that one. Okay, so I'm going to share screen.
Okay, so we're about to bring up some of Mr. R.C. Art's work.
Mm-hmm.
Most people in here, I would think, might have checked out some of RC Art's stuff, but he has heaps on his channel if anyone wants to check it out.
Mm-hmm. So that's Conk's work. Yeah, I'll just move that. So we just got a black background.
You never had a friend like me. I love that black band central.
Yeah, I love the perception of it. It's really good.
Nice. He has heaps of good stuff.
Oh, thank you, Alan.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much, Alan.
He says, here's to celebrate getting remonetized. Thank you.
We really appreciate that, Alan. Thank you.
I don't know whether I can just...
Woohoo! Awesome.
Let's stop sharing screen like that. So that's one of Mr. Conklin's.
Hey, have you still got a thank you in your little thing?
I do.
We might throw one of them up.
There you
go. Boing, boing, boing.
Thank you so much.
Thanks heaps. Really appreciate that, Alan. Thank you.
Conk said...
That's probably about 500 Australian dollars at the moment.
I found a picture of a
Our Australian dollar is so low at the moment.
I found a picture of a real factory to paint for the backdrop, just like the album cover. Yeah, I love it. It's
nice.
Really, really good. Okay, and what other one did he send?
Oh, this is one I like too.
This I think it's supposed to be that. I have to share the screen first. Yes, that one. Okay, so that's...
I love green
I wonder...
and I like old eyes, so it's a perfect match for me, this picture.
Can I do full screen? There we go. That's full screen. I used to have a pogo stick. I could never get it to work.
Oh, I love my pogo stick. I was pretty good on it as a teenager.
I never used one, and I tried using one of the boys as I got older, and I just couldn't do it. Very unco.
I was fairly good on that sort of stuff. I had a pair of stilts too that I was good on. I used to walk around on them everywhere. And skateboards. Okay,
so this one is called In the Mist. And it reminds me of the Hobbit, Lord of the Rings, the facial expressions and that sort of thing. The old guy in Lord of the Rings, Gandalf. Was it Gandalf?
Are you thinking of Dumbledore?
No.
Harry Potter.
No. Who was the guy, the old guy in Lord of the Rings?
I can't remember.
He was an old guy. Gandalf.
Gandalf, that's right. Gandalf.
Yeah. So that's who it is. Oh, I was right.
How about that?
Yeah, see? It looks like him. And this, you captured his eyes really well. Very cool.
Gandalf the Great.
Okay, and he sent through another one. He does some amazing work. Okay, this one's called Bernadette. I think that's right. Hang on, let me just check that.
We've been lucky enough to share in Conk's journey right from when he started going to art school. And the progress as he came along and learned different techniques and got to play with his creativity is just awesome.
Okay, so this one's called Bernadette. I need to chat up.
You're an inspiration, Conks, that you're never too old to go out and chase something you want and learn new things.
This was done using, the golden...
And I know I'll make fun of your age, but you're not really that old.
Gandalf was done using the Grozilla method. First painted all in grey and then colour painted on the top in a wash. Hey, MJ, welcome in. She says, hey, Joe's happy to catch you.
Awesome. Good to see you.
We're just having show and tell.
Doing a bit of show and tell. Whoever wants to send us pics on our Twitter or email or Facebook, wherever you want to send them, we're bringing them up and sharing them with everyone and having a chit chat.
MJ says, I have a Bernadette print from Conklin.
Nice.
Very nice.
I have a print from Conklin too. Where is it?
Yeah, hang on.
No, it's not a print. Sorry, it's an original work.
Yep, hang on. I'll stop sharing screen. And where am I? I've just confused myself. There we go. I'll grab it. It's just over here. Yeah.
Ah, what are you doing?
I'm trying to get it central. There we go.
My goodness.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Really smacky in the head. So that's our print, our picture from Conklin, and it's on a board. And I just framed it.
I think you call that board MDF. Conks painted that of us and then sent it all the way from North Carolina to Australia. Very, very honoured to have that.
Alan said, I've met Gandalf or Ian McKellen. He visited the palace. Wow.
Who visited the palace?
Gandalf.
Gandalf visited the palace. Oh, where Alan works.
Conklin said, I couldn't draw a stick figure before I went to art school. You never know what you can do until you try. He said, Ian did a great job in the portraying Gandalf. Beautiful. Yeah. Right. What else have we got? So if anybody else wants to do a show and tell, we can you can send photos to our Twitter or our Facebook or email.
And then if you stick around for a bit, we're going to have a panel too.
Yeah, we're going to have a panel also. I love this one. He's changed this from when he first done it. Okay.
Is this the Ladybug?
Yeah. So this is the Ladybug one.
You ain't never had a friend like me. Do.
Conklin also has these over on Redbubble. If you want to put your link to your store, Conklin, you're more than welcome to.
His designs are put onto clothes, linen, like bedspreads.
Yep, and he has them as pictures too. So this one's called the Ladybug. It's very cool. What else?
It's not just Ladybug, it's something about Ladybug.
Yeah. Ladybug Dreams is what it is. What else do we have? And this one's called Spare Change. I'll have to share it. Share screen. So that one's called Spare Change.
I have not noticed the cigarette before.
No. Where? Oh, yeah. I didn't notice that either. This got mesh over the top of it, does it, Conklin?
Makes it look like mosaic.
Yeah, it does. So did you put the mesh on it? Okay, that's his link. It's low price canvas prints at Teesprings. And that's, if you click that link, that will take you to his store. Look at the rings on her fingers.
You notice the two different coloured eyes?
No, I haven't. Rings on her fingers and bells on her toes.
She will have music wherever she goes.
Very colourful. So that's called Spare Change by Conklin. So thank you for sharing with us, Conks.
Awesome stuff. He got heaps of good work.
Mm-hmm. Rightio. So if you want to send anything over to Twitter, Facebook, or email, we can show them. And then we'll do a panel also for people that want to do show and tell.
Just saw Mr. Fulton pop up on my screen with his martini again. Cheers, big ears.
Just checking emails. Rightio. Now I'm going back to chat. All right, I'm back.
Awesome. We're off to a good show and tell.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Rabbit cage wire. She's homeless, and I added the wire to show another level of separation from society.
Cool.
I'm just going to let the cat out. She's meowing to go out.
Yep. And I'll do show and tell with my hands.
I was like, what? Yes, I know. Come on.
They're a bit grubby. They're ready for a wash, but I don't usually wear my what are
wrist
they called?
guards.
Well, they're not guards.
Oh, I can't open that now. And the red bubble one, a little more expensive, but a lot more items to choose from. And they even have puzzles now. Yeah, I haven't been over there for a little while. I need to go.
Yeah, no, we haven't done a lot online, especially on YouTube, in a bit.
I won't lie, I got a little bit disheartened when we lost our comments to it. Yes, carpal tunnel.
Yeah, carpal tunnel in both wrists. I've suffered with it for years, Conks. I've had it about 25 years. But I finally got my name on the list for surgery.
You show us yours and I'll tell. Hey, you can show some of
A gentleman never kisses and tells.
your bonsais that you've been working on. They're in the background. And show the foresty one that you want to continue work on, because I like that one.
Well, this one's a work in progress. I've planted up the trees, which are little Araya paniculatas or mock orange. But I want to add a little bit to it yet. I've got to decorate the bottom with some little rocks, and I want to create like a little, if I get some blue gravel, to make like a stream through the trees. So
that's a bonsai in progress. So it's got moss on it.
So they've got a long way to go yet. They've got to grow a bit and thicken up. But I'll just keep trimming the bottom of them and taking the leaves off the bottom to open up the trunks. And I've got myself a little hill here with moss. And I just want to wrap a creek around the moss through the trees from one corner to the other, and then gravel on this corner. So I'll show you this again in another few weeks when I get the gear that I want to finish it. So that's one of my bonsais. Here's a tiny little one that I just planted. It's a little Chinese elm, so it's a really young Chinese elm. I'm just going to let it grow in the bonsai pot. So again, I've put moss in this one. They grow up to be really big trees, Chinese elms, so I'll just keep control on that one and leave it in the bonsai pot. It's only really tiny and young at the moment, but it's a nice little pot. I like that pot.
Yeah, Conklin said, "Oh, nice. I've always wanted to try bonsai trees. A lot of years of work go into them." And
Yeah.
Alan said, "Forest in a pot."
I've got my big ones out the back. They're a bit heavy to bring in because they're in pots. nearly as round as that, and very heavy. So I might just take some pictures of them.
Yeah.
You didn't take any pictures while you were out there?
Grab that one from over there.
The same one I did the forest out of, the little mock orange. That's what this tree is. So that'll just, as it grows, I'll lean it against that rock a bit more. I've got to train it yet, but eventually it'll look something like that. So it's only a tiny little pot, that one. Fits in my hand.
DK says bonsais would be fun. I need to tell my granddaughter Zara, she's 6, into plants.
Okay. And this one, a little round pot. That's a little dwarf umbrella or New Zealand umbrella tree. Again, it's a young tree. These are my young ones that I'm training. So I've got bigger ones out the back, but these are my little ones.
Alan said, should put some scale figures in the pot to create a scene.
I actually just got given some really nice, beautiful big bonsai pots, and they've got a little mountain in them, and they've got an Oriental guy fishing in a pond. So they're to come yet. But yeah, I'm going to keep my eye out for some little figures.
In front of Becky, there's one.
In front of Becky, that's this one's much older. I've had this one a long time, and this one's a full-size umbrella tree, and I've gotten it down to this size. I strip the leaves regularly, so the leaves come back a little bit smaller each time. So these leaves, each little finger, each one of those leaves there should be bigger than my hand. So they're coming down really nicely.
I showed the root system. I love the root system. You got some grass growing in there.
Yeah, it's a weird sort of grass that come up in there on its own, actually, and I left it there. It came up, it just sprouted in there, tiny little thing, and I thought I'll leave that, and I liked it, but I think it needs a bit of a haircut.
Yeah, it needs a little bit of a trim.
Getting a bit big.
The idea of getting out of control sounds bizarre. One day you'll wake up to find a giant tree in the lounge.
So this one here is probably about 10-year-old.
And then lucky last.
Okay. And then I've got this fella. Actually, they're due to come off. The new shoots are coming.
So that's the same sort of tree as the last one.
No.
No?
No, this
What's
is
that? A fig?
Chestnut.
A chestnut.
No.
Where's your double one?
Yeah, it's like a chestnut tree.
Where's your double fig one? From Millie.
Oh no. I was bringing it in and you said I didn't have it. Oh no, I put it up in the fish tank.
It's up there.
So this is like a rainforest tree. It should get about 40 foot tall if it's out in the wild. Okay, here, you hold it and I'll trim it.
No, you need proper scissors.
No, I don't, not for this one. Look. That. So now all those new leaves will open up a lot quicker now that I took the big fellas off, and each time I do that they come back a little bit smaller.
Welcome back, Gary.
So there we go. They'll open up and make a nice little canopy. I'm looking forward to those ones. I just exposed the trunk a bit more about 3 weeks ago. So you can see the different colour on the trunk where I brought the soil down more. I lifted it up and put it into this pot. Okay, one left.
Yeah. He's all wired up.
This one's not in a proper bonsai pot yet. I've been training it for a while. I've had it for about a year. So it's got the double trunk. Got some aerial roots. And then I've wired it down just because I want it to do like a big cascading canopy. So this will be a nice fig when it gets going. I'll put it in a bonsai pot in the next month or so.
What sort of fig is that?
There's hundreds of different sorts of figs. It's
Not a Moreton Bay.
Well, it's like a Moreton Bay. It's in that group. Yeah, but when I say fig, I don't mean like the fruiting fig. I mean like ficus. So you get rubber trees or elastica ficus. You get Benjamina ficus, Moreton Bay ficus. There's hundreds of them. So that one will be nice. That one was actually a rescue. My daughter-in-law to be, her mum had it and it was starting to die. It was looking really sad about a year ago. I got it off her and I brought it back.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. There's some of my show and tell, some of my bonsais. I've got more out the back, bigger ones, but that's some of my little ones I could bring in.
And Gary said, bonsai trees are really awesome. And he's finally got his internet back. He pays $75 a month for junk. And Conklin says that, thanks for reminding me. I need to pay my bill. So
I'll go and grab one more that I'm training. Because I just realised I never had any money trees or jade or calanchoe in them.
I can grab it. I'll just grab
It's one I'm training. It's not in a bonsai pot.
Where is it?
It's on the left-hand side of the tiers stand in a little terracotta pot.
Okay. I'll be right back.
Thank you. So, yeah, I've done bonsais off and on for since I was a teenager, really. I used to work at nurseries and I did some horticultural courses and stuff like that when I was young. And I used to make bonsais for the nursery. I used to love doing it at the nursery because I could never afford my own stuff to make them because it works out a bit expensive if you do it all properly. And they had all the pots and the proper potting mix and all the plants to choose from. So I could make them all up and do little forests and all proper ones with all the right gear and make really nice ones. And I was just paid a wage, so
This one?
No. You can bring that one in here now that it's here, but it's not the one I want.
You said left, didn't you?
Yeah, the left-hand side, it's about middle shelf, and it's like a little terracotta pot about that round and that tall.
The tall one. Yeah. Okay. Well, that was undecided.
Okay, so this is another one in training. So this one will eventually go into a bonsai pot too. I've just been reducing the soil. So I just slowly work the soil down and take off bits of the soil and expose bits of the roots slowly. So over time they get a bit tougher and you have all those exposed roots. Yeah, that's the one. So this will be a bigger one. It's just got a nice single trunk. And I've started training it just by tucking its branches into itself. And I've been trimming it a little bit. That one has to come down. There. Okay. So that'll look heaps different again once I go into a proper bonsai pot. But that'll have to be in a bigger pot, that one.
Awesome.
Thank you.
I'll take them back.
Thanks, Gary. So yeah, they used to sell them for really good money. The big ones I used to make used to go for about $150, $150 at the nursery. I didn't get part of that because I was just paid a wage, but I was happy to do them. I used to love making them. Those and the topiaries. I used to do a lot of the balls, the ficus in. They got a nice tall trunk and then a ball on the top, are all different shapes. I used to do them too. No, we didn't share Becky yet, Annie.
Becky in the background.
Yeah.
Oh, you want Mr. Becky? This is Becky Beaumont.
Becky Beaumont.
She's the doll that Grant used for the Halloween video.
We tried doing like a tiny little horror movie video for Halloween.
Becky Beaumont. She's getting a little bit risky.
The ones I used to do for the nursery were, Gary, because they were in nicer pots and they were bigger and they were like multiple planted and they had all the right gear in them, and I used to do them traditional and wire them properly. The ones I've got now, it's a mixture. I don't really do them traditional. I sort of let them have a say. It sounds funny, but I let the plant have a say too where it wants to grow. Whereas with your conifers and your junipers and that, you really wire them specifically branch for branch and what you want in the end. Whereas with my figs and that, I let them have a bit of what the plant naturally wants to. But anyway, Becky Beaumont. I had heaps of fun doing that. I took her around the streets of Gatton, or the next town over where Gus works. It's about nearly an hour away. I took her over there over night time and walked all around the streets doing videos with her.
She needs a new dress. Her dress is a bit yucky, hey? And her hair, I need to Google. Her hair is so dry. Poor old darling. She needs some love. But Tony's time, our friend that comes to chat, she asks about Becky all the time. So Becky, we thought we'd put Becky in the background. Hey, Becky. Because she had
Hey, Red Feather.
She had Barbara. We had Barbara too, didn't we?
Yeah, Barbara mysteriously went missing.
I got rid of her.
How you doing, Red Feather?
Stand there now. I can't get her to stand.
Just in time to see Becky Beaumont. If you only see one scary video on YouTube this year, make it Becky Beaumont.
Grant cares for plants. No, I love my hydro plants. I talk to my hydro plants all the time. But if they're not doing what I want, then they get a haircut. Hey, Red Feather, no, you're not late. It's all right. Red Feather sent through some pictures too.
Did she?
Yeah, so
cool. Let's bring them up.
We can bring them up. I have to load them in first, so I'll just load them in.
Okay, so for show and tell so far, we have had Alan's awesome pictures from Scotland.
Mm-hmm.
We have had Mr. Fulton raising his martini glass for us.
Mm-hmm.
We have had
me whipping around the yard.
You whipping around our yard.
Taking photos.
Some gardens and plants outside. The veggie garden and the chickens.
Chickens.
And what else have we had? The wonderful works of Mr. R.C. Arts.
Yeah.
Conks.
And
some bonsais.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and Becky.
And Becky.
And Becky.
I'll do a video one day of me doing a couple of the bonsais and preparing them.
Yeah.
They don't cost me much to make. I've been lucky enough to pick up bonsai pots from yard sales and dump shops and refuse centres and that sort of thing. So I've collected the pots. I haven't done them in ages. So I've collected heaps of pots over the last few years. So I'm starting to do them again. And then generally I get little plants, or I can area layer them and do grafts from a bigger plant and make little bonsais.
Mm-hmm. And the crab cactus she showed the other day, I've got too. Okay, so these are some pictures. I'll bring them up in a minute. I'll just check chat. Doing pretty good. Hey, Annie. Oh, so it's just the potatoes that you have. It was an experiment.
She had a nasty incident with a spud gun when she was a kid, and she's been hell-bent on revenge ever since.
No, it's just it was an experiment. Oh, look, in the background.
Hey, kitty. What's he after? What are you doing, kitty?
Hey, oh, sprung. What are you trying to do? Doink.
You're getting big.
Okay, so this.
Hear him hit the ground there.
Yeah. And put a hole in the floor, he will. Right, so. You're right. These ones are from Red Feather, and these are flowers from around her garden. And she can talk about them.
Oh, look at the orchid.
That's an orchid. That's gorgeous. Pretty colours.
Lovely orchid.
There must be a few different ones in there because
3.
Yeah. Spud guns, you're showing your age now.
Conklin's told me about them. I've never seen them.
And then this one.
And that's what they call an orchid tree. No, I don't know. It might be. Over here we call the Buckenhamia the orchid tree.
An experiment. Oh, I see.
Step up to my lab.
Yeah, we got to try these things. You just don't know if you don't try.
Why don't you step up to my lab?
Is that an orchid tree? That looks.
Look what's in the background. Syzygium.
Yeah.
Like little alocasia. Baby elephant ears.
Azaleas.
Yeah.
And then this one. That's
Oh.
a hibiscus.
No, that's another
is that?
azalea.
Oh, it looks
Yeah.
like a little bit like a hibiscus, isn't it?
Ooh, they're smaller. You get azaleas in all different colours.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Very pretty.
You can do bonsais with azaleas too. They come up all right.
Yeah. The first was an orchid, and the other one was an azalea. And this one is an azalea too.
Yeah, another one.
So she has a light pink,
And there's one.
darker pink, and then a white.
Yeah.
Very pretty.
Ooh.
That's an orchid too, isn't it?
Nope.
No? Bells.
It's like a little snapdragon or something.
What one is that one? It looks like little bells on a tree, on a stem.
Pretty.
That's foxglove.
Foxglove. Fox on the run.
Okay, now this one is a crystal.
Oh,
A
look.
little caterpillar.
I think that's a monarch.
Oh, isn't it gorgeous?
Yeah, it's beautiful. Is that a monarch caterpillar? Pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. I haven't got them in order.
Yeah, look, he's about to turn himself into a chrysalis. He's hanging. He's going to make himself a cocoon. Oh, look.
I haven't seen one of them for years. I haven't seen a chrysalis for years. Yes, on the scarlet milkweed he was. That's so cool. Yeah, I saw it, Gary. I'll grab it in a minute.
Is there more pictures of this chrysalis?
Um,
I wonder, she might have got to see it turn into a... Yes, look!
yeah,
I can see more. I'm getting excited. Oh, look inside, you can see the wings forming.
yeah. And then there he is there.
Look. Well done, Red Feather. Thanks for capturing that.
Very cool.
Man on the run.
And then we've got all them little flowers. They look like a little bit like a jasmine, or
Yeah. Could be.
is this that plant smelly? Yeah, and they turn black and then clear when they hatch. Yeah.
Yeah, you did well to get it.
Yeah.
Well done. Yeah, it looks like a vine. Could be jasmine.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, what's that? A little gardenia or something? Looks like a little gardenia flower.
They say Gerber.
Gerber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For gerbera.
Yeah.
And this is the crab cactus.
Nice.
That's a gorgeous crab cactus.
That's a healthy cactus. Crab cactus, Easter cactus, Christmas cactus, or zygo cactus. Take your pick, all the same plant.
I wonder what colour mine are going to be. I haven't seen it flower yet,
Man,
so it'll be a long time.
run.
I think they take something like 2 years before they flower. So I have a long time to wait because like mine are only that big. Tiny. That's a Mongolia.
Magnolia.
Mongolia. What did I say?
Mongolia. It's Mongolian. It was the came from the Ming Dynasty, the Mongolian flower.
Oh dear. Radio. Okay, Gary sent.
I'm singing everything but Band on the Run. I've been singing Fox on the Run, Man on the Run.
Gary.
All right, just for you. Band on the Run.
Okay, hang on. Gary says, this is a view of my town from
35,000
feet, 40 miles to the east of a C-130 military transport. Taking my son back to Georgia, he was at the West Point Military Academy displaying the new M1A2C Abrams tank. Okay, so
well done, baby. You did good with all that.
I have to share first. Radio.
Man on the Run.
Okay, so that is what Gary sent me. I need my chat.
Spam on the Run.
The Mongolians take care of magnolias.
Yeah. Oh, no one comes near your magnolias when you got them Mongolians.
It looks awesome from the sky, hey? Look at all the water stuff over there.
That's fields.
No, that's water. That would be water.
That's fields.
Is that water or fields in the distance, Gary?
Top right-hand corner, the lighter coloured areas. Colette thinks it's water. I reckon it's fields.
I think it's an inlet lake or something like that, a little lake.
Do you?
Yeah,
I don't.
I do. Is it fields or water?
That's water.
Oh, look, I can see Gary waving.
Hey, there he is. Hello, Gary. Gary, did you know you got a bald spot on the top of your head? I can see it from this aerial shot.
Mountains and fields. Oh, okay, so you were right.
Man on the bun. Spam on the bun.
All right. Okay, I think, what else? We have Alan sent through. So thank you for sharing, Red Feather and Gary.
Beautiful. Well done, Red Feather. Lovely photos of the flowers, and especially love catching that monarch.
That would look beautiful in spring, wouldn't it? All those flowers.
And that was a awesome aerial shot. Thank you, Gary.
I'm just deleting that so I got room. Now we've got Alan sent some reenactment things.
Some reenactment pictures.
I'll just.
Is it back on the? What was the name of the ship?
The Z-Bus.
The Zebu.
Oh, okay. Drop the S.
Zebu.
I was going to say I did it right, but I was close.
Very close. You made me remember. Zebu.
Okay, so this.
Okay, he's off of the pirate ship and he's on the military battlefield by the look of this.
I'll load them in. So Alan does reenactments, and I know I have said it before, but it reminds me of Outlander, a lot of these shots.
If you hadn't guessed, Colette's an Outlander fan.
Oh, so are you. You love Jamie.
Yeah, but I can stop talking about it for 1 minute.
I'm not talking about it all the time.
I do love a good scotch. Has anyone noticed the bottom shelves on our box shelving?
I'm just loading these in. Rightio, one more. Okay. And then.
Where's my Glenfiddich bottle gone?
Oh, I haven't got room for it on the shelving, so it's not there. The SS Boo.
I like this one. This one was nice.
I'm not sure, Annie. It might be based on a book.
Outlander.
Right. Those are nice shelves. Those shelves are normally in my lounge room.
She dragged them out of the lounge room into the office last night, just so we could have them for show and tell.
Yeah, well, the actors are good. I like them. I'd like to leave them there, but then my lounge room looks bare without them. Right, so these are Gary doing reenactments. He's been doing it for 25 years, and you can say that. He's a member of...
Been doing it for 25 years and he still hasn't got it right.
He's a member of the Earl of London's.
The Earl of Luden's Regiment of Foot.
So these are some of...
there used to be an old thing in Ipswich. Ipswich is where I grew up. Cribben Foot was the company, and it was spelt like that. And Ipswich was full of English stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, it was a sister town too. I think there's an Ipswich in England. Yeah. Okay. Historical reenactment. He's been doing it for 25 years. A member of the Earl of, I think it's Ludens or Ludens. It's the Earl of Luden's Regiment of Foot. This was a Scottish lowland regiment that fought on the side of Parliament during the Civil Wars. But we also portray Lord Glenbucket's regiment, a Jacobite unit from the circa 1745 uprising. Now that's what was in Outlander, but they were from the Highlands.
Don't keep talking about Outlander.
Have I told you how nice Jimmy looks? Oh, he's a gorgeous looking man.
Loudons.
Oh, Loudons. Loudons.
And Red Feather said, you just need more shelves for the lounge room then. Okay, so
Would you believe we had another set like that?
I know,
We got
but
rid of it.
they weren't that great.
I could have painted them.
Mm-hmm.
And 17th century pirates and buccaneers.
Yeah, so this is Alan.
Where does a pirate keep his buccaneers?
Under his
Under his bucking hat.
A big flag. Look how big that flag is compared.
It's not a big flag, it's just a really little man.
Look at this. That's what I said. How big is that door? That door is huge.
Hold door. Hold door.
So when you do tours and that, do you have to dress up also, Alan? Or do you just wear normal wear? That's on the...
He really looks... He's got a face like that.
Yeah. Is that on the Zebu?
Them girls don't look anywhere near wenchy enough.
That one does.
This guy looks more like Holdor out of Game of Thrones. Hey, there's Alan. I'd recognise that red beard anywhere.
Pulling the wagon up the hill.
I reckon there'd be a cannon.
You think it would be a cannon?
I'm pretty sure they're on a battlefield. They're not pulling a wagon. Yeah, cannons used to be on the wheels like that, bud. They'd pull them around.
Only on, hey Bama, only at weekends and on the Zebu in Liverpool. How you doing?
I knew a few lads from Liverpool once.
They're from Alabama Roll Tide Roll.
Yeah, North Carolina had heaps of pirates and pretty infamous coastline, eh?
Yeah. And then this one, that's
the redcoats are coming.
Redcoats.
The redcoats are coming. I reckon they're fighting the Jacobites there.
Yeah.
Is that the Jacobites, Alan, on this one against the redcoats?
It's actually it's a cannon. We can't afford horses. I'm gonna bet it isn't a hot dog cart.
Hot dog, get your hot dogs.
Hot diggity dog.
Hey, there we go. Look at those shields, they're beautiful.
Yeah, look at the craftsmanship in them.
Oh, I'd like one of them for when Colette throws things at me.
I got a good aim. Instead of hot dogs, the carts would sell weapons.
Oh.
And this is Alan again.
Nice glasses. They're rippers. Hey, look at that woolly tam.
Yeah. Redcoats and Jacobites.
Yay! That's because I watch so many history shows.
There's only one show you watch.
There we go. Look at this.
Yeah. Nice shot of the castle in the background, hey?
Yeah. Is that the lime tree up there?
I don't know.
Holy, look at the size of that pole.
What's that pole used for? Get back.
I wouldn't touch you with a 10-foot pole.
Is that where that saying
That's where the saying come from, that guy.
Oh, I love the castle. Period frames, and my mum knitted the bonnets.
Nice.
Very cool, Alan. Thank you for
How
sharing.
good would that be? That'd be good. So
I know.
do you spend the whole weekend like camping out and actually playing the part, or do you just put on a show through the day?
Okay, that's where we're going on holidays. We're going to
Scotland?
Scotland.
Okay, we can start off by going to New Zealand, get used to the climate.
Mm.
Go up and sit on a mountain in New Zealand. I might have to drink me scotch straight if I go to Scotland just to keep me warm.
Red Feather says, I hope to visit Scotland one day.
Yeah. Can only dream, mate.
It's called a pike and it keeps cavalry away from you. Polls were effective. Scotland is beautiful.
So you poke them off their horse. Hey, stop poking me. Get off your horse then.
Okay, so I'm just going to have a quick look and see if anybody sent anything else. Gary sent 2 photos. Can you see 1 photo? No, 2 messages. Okay, cool. Where else? Where am I? Okay, I'll check Twitter. 2 notifications from Twitter. Okay, so this one is
Mr. Fulton.
Mr. Fulton. This is my brother Carson. He has graduated the Tipton High School on Saturday.
Congratulations, Carson.
Looks very similar to Mr. Fulton. Okay, so I'll quickly show that. So that's in his graduation gear. Well done, Carson. Well done. Okay. What else?
They do look similar, don't they?
They do.
You and your brother look alike, Mr. Fulton.
Rightio. Any emails? We've got Alan's Pussycats.
Alan, stop sending us pictures of your pussy.
If you have a whole block of guys with pikes, it's like a hedgehog. No one can get near.
Yeah. So I imagine they jam them into the ground a bit to use it as a base, and they hold them on like a 45-degree angle. And then they're that long that they reach about the height of a
House?
rider. No, guy on a horse. Very small house.
No, but it looked like it was 10 foot tall.
It was. But by the time they stick it in the ground and kneel down and get it on that angle and get up to the height of a man on a horse, it has to be 10 foot.
Yeah. Okay. Got 2 Twitters open. Alrighty.
Ham on the bun.
What? You're changing the word.
Can of Coke and rum.
Okay, this is from Gary.
Oh my goodness.
Look at the snow. Okay, so I'll share that.
That looks a bit painful, that cold. Oh, I can't imagine having snow and being that cold in your yard.
Okay.
Huh.
And the dog doesn't seem fazed by it at all.
Oh, I haven't got any choice, I guess.
The little tootsies will get frozen.
Wow. Where's it?
Look at, why is it stuck on the fence like that?
Don't know.
See, this is coming from someone who's never seen snow in real. Why is it stuck on the fence? Is the fence wet? Because you're going to... I don't know. Red Pepper says, that's not very much snow. And Gary says, she loves the snow. It's about a paw print deep.
A paw print deep. How much snow did we get last night? Oh, about paw print.
Looks like a black and white photo. Yeah, it does. It's like certain days here when it's overcast and
The
cloudy.
fence is magnetic.
When it's overcast and like that, it looks like black and white too, doesn't it? Like I've got a photo of the kookaburra on the light pole out there, and it looks like a black and white photo, but it's not.
Yeah. From the wind, it was a wet snow. It just started.
Its bum froze into the fence. That's very cool. Oh, look at the design on the
Pretty
top of the
little gate.
fence on the gate. A paw print of snow is good enough. Thank you, Gary.
See, that's really different for us to see that.
Yeah.
From November, it's starting to get hot here.
Yeah.
What area was that?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't Florida.
I'm just deleting these things from my little doobie.
Frosty the Snowman. Okay, so quick show of hands. Who in chat gets snow?
Any snow is too much snow, says any confetti.
Yeah, I think you'd get sick of it real quick.
Pennsylvania.
Okay.
No, just a colourless day. I wonder if I can find that photo of the kookaburra. The kookaburra.
The kookaburra.
The kookaburra.
Man on the run.
I don't know where I put it, so you can continue talking while I quickly look for it.
Nope.
No, you're not talking.
I'm not talking.
You're not talking. Cat's got your tongue.
Yep. I think I need a banana.
Have a banana. Do, 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 do. Yeah, I don't know where I put it.
Sand on your bum. Sand on your bum. Went to the beach and wore no pants. Sand on your bum.
You're terrible. Okay, where are we? Nope, not there.
We can show and tell a kangaroo
Yeah, okay. This is
and a koala.
which one? These, I don't know how clear these ones are though.
This is out the front of our place, just on the footpath or the sidewalk.
I'll grab the koala too.
It's only because we live in a bit of a remote rural town. It's not like this all over Australia. You don't get them in the city or the suburbs.
Okay, so he is out the front of our place. That's a male.
That's a she.
Oh, is it? It looks like a male.
She has got a big set of testicles.
That's a male.
I thought that was the pouch. I thought that was a joey coming out.
We do have a female somewhere.
No, the males, they hang down lower than that.
Okay. You sure? I do have one. I thought where she did have close up. I don't know.
Maybe that one.
I'll have a look.
Let's see.
I don't know how much closer this is. No, that's just of her hands, her paws.
And this isn't a kangaroo, sorry. It's a little wallaby.
Hey, Draft
Oh, thank you, Draft Toss.
How you doing? We're just doing show and tell. If you got any pictures or anything that you want to show us, just send it to our Twitter, email us, or on Facebook.
A very relaxed, laid-back, chilled live stream. Just sharing pictures, having a chat. We're hoping people keep sending us pictures on Twitter, and then we're just bringing them up and sharing them with everyone.
Yeah. And this is koala.
Oh, he was gorgeous. That's a little koala. Oh, there's a fly in here now.
Yeah, bugging us.
Yeah, there's a gum tree, eucalyptus tree down the front of this estate, and every now and again it gets that little koala in it.
Yeah.
I saw 2 koalas crossing the road last week, not at the same time.
That sounds like an opening for a joke. I saw 2.
So I saw 2 koalas crossing the road. Bum bum.
Oh, why did the koala cross the road?
He was going to see his flatmate.
Oh, I hope not.
I think Griffin when he drew on himself.
I'm not showing them. I'm trying to find that koala. Oh, there he is. This is what I was talking about. It looks like a black and white
Look at
photo.
the wind blowing on his little fluffy feathers.
That's in pictures. Right, yeah. So I'll grab that.
So the koala was just down the road, the wallaby was out the front, and this kookaburra was on the light pole out the front yard.
When I find it, there he is. Okay, I'll add that in.
Oh, they're gorgeous, the koalas.
Yeah. Okay, so that's what I was.
He looks a bit old and weather beaten, doesn't he, that kookaburra?
That was a cold and windy day, but that is what I was talking about, how it looks black and white.
Yeah, just not much colour because it was all overcast.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's big rabbit you get out there.
Red Pepper says I sent a few in an email. Adorable face.
I did see a big hair the other night on Colette's chin.
I felt so terrible during the fire, all the injured wildlife down there.
Oh, yeah, that was terrible. That was really, really bad.
There's a wallaby exhibit at our zoo and they bounce all around.
Yeah, wallabies are cute.
That big rabbit you get out there. Yeah, so that's a kookaburra. What else was? Oh.
Got him, baby.
Okay.
I'm a fly hunter.
You're a fly catcher.
Yeah. First we had Steve Irwin, the crocodile hunter, and then we had Grant Sabine, the fly hunter.
Okay, so these I have to.
Oh, look.
Yeah, hang on. I need. When he says, "Oh, look," it's because I've got a picture coming.
It's usually animals if I go, oh.
Oh, that's quite
Is that
true.
their house?
I haven't read the at the moment. Just I'm grabbing
That's
out.
their caravan they go camping in.
Oh, did you make that? That's quite clever. Okay, now what does the email say? She'll have to give us a rundown once I show it. Right, yeah. So I need to
Stand up in front of the class and tell us what you brought in today for show and tell. Okay, Red Feather.
hang on. Right, yeah. So we've got that. I'm just loading them in. My glasses
Now
are falling
speak in a
off my
nice,
head.
loud, clear voice so the whole class can hear you. And tell us all about these pets.
Oh, yeah.
Hand with a thumb. Hand with a thumb.
Okay. So these are from Red Feather. And I forget what sort of breed her dog is. It's
That is a Chihuahua cross alien.
No, it's
Is it from the Star Wars movie?
no, it's Maggie and Freckles, and they are laying on the couch, and they're Chinese crest.
Chinese crest. Oh, is that what Lynn's got?
Yeah, Millie's mum.
Yeah.
Grandma.
Yeah.
I think so. It's Chinese crested or something, isn't it? Red Feather. I forget the full name of it.
It gets up on
A Chinese crest.
It gets up,
I don't know what it is. She laughed. I don't know.
Chinese crested. It gets up on her husband's shoulder.
What is it?
It thinks it's a parrot.
They are waiting for belly rubs. I know. It's what sort of dog? They are Chinese crested? Or are they waiting for belly? The one that we've seen, I don't know what to call her.
Lynn.
Yeah, our friend Lynn. She has a pure white one. And at first it looked a
But
little
his
bit...
belly looks like that.
Yeah, at first it looked a little bit freaky, but
At first.
she is quite cute. You fell in love with her towards the end. She's a little bit out there. She's lovely. She's adorable.
Yeah, the dog too.
Is that what's that?
That's the caravan. No, someone's making that for a birdhouse.
What's that? Chinese crested mixes. Yeah, see, I was right. Yeah, I knew they were. Yeah, that it's got a tiny little hole that looks like a little, I don't know, birdhouse.
It looks like a caravan.
Yeah. What you making there?
That's for the Chinese crested to go on holidays.
That is
It is
a
a
birdhouse.
birdhouse.
I painted for my friend. They wanted it to be like a hippie van.
Yeah, cool.
Oh, you're very clever.
Okay, they call them campers. We call them caravans.
Very cool.
It's like the old.
You painted
It's
that.
like the old vintage one from the 60s.
You painted that. You're quite a clever chook, aren't you? It's a hippie's birdhouse.
Do you know what sort of birds it gets in it? Hippie chicks.
A hippie chick.
My hippie chick.
Very clever. Well done. Thank you for sharing.
Mr. Bluebird on my shoulder.
I also painted a trailer that went behind, but I can't find the pics. Okay, Gary sent us.
Oh, we're so lucky we got Colette here to do all this.
Okay.
Have I told you how good you are at this yet?
Have I told you lately that I love you?
Oh,
Yeah.
look.
Okay, so this is from Gary. I'll share it in a minute. This is Bella, my son's rescue dog. She was tied to a tree in the snow when they found her.
Oh, people suck. Look at those eyes.
Okay, so I'll share.
Those eyes melt you.
So this is Gary's son's dog, Bella.
One of my first dogs as a kid, we got from a house across the road. When they moved out, they tied it up under the house and left it there.
Yeah.
And we could hear him crying. We went across the road and rescued him, untied him, brought him home, and we had him for about 10 years.
You've got adorable eyes, doesn't it?
Yeah. Like Labrador eyes.
Yeah. I think it looks like it might have a little bit of lab in it because it's got the white star on its chest. She is beautiful. It reminds me of our Maxie. Very cute. It took her 6 months to get used to us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That ginger cat that come for a sook up here before on the desk, it took her a long time to get used to us.
I wonder if I got a photo of her, but she's right here. But she doesn't like being handled. She's very temperamental.
She's still a bit funny, but she's so much better than she was.
Oh, that's when she was looking like an alien. So this is Allie. That's Allie. I've probably got a better picture. Oh, actually,
Look at those eyes.
I think I've got one of her that I put up on YouTube a while ago when she was reading a book. Let me see if I can find it.
Was it a catalogue?
Yeah.
No.
I don't know whether I can find. Oh, there we go.
Hello, mister.
Oh,
you got Ellie.
she won't want to be held. Hang on. There you go. Duck down. Hello, Baba girl. Hello. How you doing, girl? So that's Miss Allie. No. Yeah, so she still is very temperamental. She doesn't like to be held.
Oh, that's the Bible.
Yeah, she was reading the Bible. And it's only on her terms. She'll come to you for a pat or a smooch. So that's Miss Allie. She's funny. What else have we got? Picture.
Okay, I either need a quick bite to eat or a new coffee.
New coffee. Can you put the kettle on, please, Farron?
Hey, Farron. Are those shortbread bickies still in the kitchen?
No, I tipped them because they're a bit old.
Did you?
Yeah.
I never got to try one.
Yeah. They're for the chooks now. Yeah, I'll just close that there.
Hey, I had that chicken chow mein last night.
Did you like it?
It wasn't chicken chow mein at all. It was the same as his chicken with vegetables.
Or was it?
Yeah, it was just steamed chicken and vegetables.
Oh, wow.
But with dry noodles.
I've got
But
two.
that was all right because I wanted some. I wanted that anyway.
Okay.
I like that, I mean.
CB is the name of.
Hey, what?
What is this?
Carving from St. Andrews.
This is a carving. This is from Alan. Carving from St. Andrews Cathedral in St. Andrews, Fife. It's always gave me nightmares as a child. Even today, I find it creepy. So.
Oh, I wouldn't expect to find that in a cathedral in England. England? No, Scotland.
Scotland, in Fife.
I thought Fife was in England.
No, it's Scotland. Your son has a cool name.
Yeah, Farron.
Farron.
I got that from Farron Young, as an old country singer. Sort of in the style of Hank Williams, but a little bit later.
Yeah, so that is from Fife.
Does anyone in chat know or ever listen to or know the singer Farron Young?
That would give you nightmares, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I reckon. Pretty creepy.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, I'll do some Farron Young songs. Hello, walls. Bum, ba-dum,
Well, while you do that, I'll do
How
coffee.
things go for you today. Oh, I've got a bit of coffee left.
Yeah, mine's cold. Never heard that name before.
Hello, Walls was probably his biggest one. And then 4 in the morning. Well, it's 4 in the morning, and what's more, the dawning just woke up, the warning in me. 4 in the morning. Live fast. I want to live fast, love hard, die young, and leave a beautiful memory.
Okay.
Live fast, love hard, die young. Going steady. Riverboat. Oh, heaps. He did heaps and heaps of songs.
Okay. These are our kids' names and their ages. We got Gus, Griffin, Fisher, and Farron. Gus is 25, Griffin's 21, Fisher's 16, and Farron is 14. All boys. Gus Grant picked out Gus's name.
I had Gus's name picked since I was a teenager. I always wanted my first boy to be called Gus.
It was either, I had a choice. It was either Gus, Otto, and what was the last one? Ben. Gus, Otto, or Ben. And I chose Gus.
That was my 3 great uncles.
Mm-hmm. And then I decided that I got to choose his middle name, and his middle name is Ashton. So it was Gus Ashton.
You could pick his middle name as long as it started with A. Because I wanted his
your same initials as yours.
I wanted his initials to be the same as mine, GAS.
Yeah, so that's their initials, GAS. And then we got Griffin, and I got to choose Griffin because I liked Griffin. And then we chose a family name for his middle name, which is Thomas.
Because we wanted him to be GTS model.
So he is GTS. So Griffin is GTS. So he's the Go Fast model.
And then we got Fisher Trinity. So he's an FTS.
Mm-hmm. And because that was on our spiritual walk at the time, we had a change of lifestyle back when, just before we had Fisher.
So I wanted a Bible name for our next son, but I didn't want a common one. So we chose Fisher for Fisher of Men, and Trinity for the Father, Son, the Holy Ghost.
Yep.
So we got Fisher Trinity. And then for the last one, Farron's middle name
is...
My brother was in prison at the time. He said, "Can you name him after me?" And I said, "No." He said, "Oh, how about his middle name?" I said, "Okay, we'll name it after another criminal, Butch Cassidy."
Yeah, so Farron is...
So we came up with Cassidy.
Yeah, Farron is Farron Cassidy. Is Gus short for anything in Scotland? It's usually Angus. No, just Gus.
Yeah, no, I did have a great uncle that was called Gus, and it was short for Augustus.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, just Gustav. German name.
Yeah. Have you finished?
Pretty much.
I don't know.
So, yeah, it's just that I always wanted a 3-letter name because my favourite number ever since I could count was 3.
Mm-hmm.
So I've always had an affiliation and a bit of an obsession with the number 3. So that's why I wanted a 3-letter name for my first boy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, that's our where we got our boys' names from. Yeah. And we like to have them different too. Like, they're a little bit unusual.
It's not unusual to have fun with anyone.
All right. I'll do your coffee in a minute.
Land in the sun.
Oh, my goodness. How many takes? There we go. Just checking me messages. I'm surprised Sandra hasn't sent me in anything.
How things go for you today. Don't you miss her?
I can get Conks up on panel with you while I go make a coffee.
Yeah, put Conks up while you go and make a coffee.
I need Conks. Is even Conks still here? He was having issues with his computer earlier, so I don't know whether he's still here. And he says she can't handle odd numbers.
Hey, there's a little interesting fact mentioning odd numbers while there's a bonsai behind me. You'll note there's 3. I put 3 plants in there. When you're doing multiple plantings in a bonsai pot like forests, traditionally, according to Japanese tradition with the bonsai, it's always supposed to be an odd number. So, yeah. So you either have 3, 5, 7, or 9 if you're doing a forest setting.
Did you Google that?
No, I learned that when I was a kid.
Yeah, you can send some set pictures if you want, Red Feather. In Falkland, there's a man called...
What's he called, baby?
I can't. No, I'm not even going to attempt that.
Onisiopathorus. Onisiopathorus? Is that his name? That's cool. Is that how you say it? Onisiopathorus? Onychiopathaurus.
Let me see if I can get that. We'll do it in Google, right? Google.
But we call him Chuck.
See if Google will pronounce.
Onychiopathaurus.
Pronounce. Okay, let's go, Google. Where is the thing? I just want it.
That's not it.
No, I just need the thing.
Yeah, but that's not it. Oh, that's it.
No,
Band on the run.
that is it.
No, it's not.
How to pronounce?
That's not it. It's spelled completely different.
It's very similar.
But it's not going to be the same because it's different.
One's Isphosaurus.
That's not it.
We'll have a look. Listen, is this it?
No, it's not it.
Onychiopathaurus.
My thing's down.
Onychiopathaurus.
My thing's down.
Onychiopathaurus.
Onychiopathaurus.
Onychiopathaurus. Is that correct or
No,
not?
because it's spelled different.
On a Sith or us?
Onychiopathaurus.
Onychiopathaurus. Well, Google mucked up, didn't they?
Onychiopathaurus.
Okay.
Conklin must have shot through.
Yeah. He was having issues with his PC, so. Well, it is late too, so he might be sleeping.
It's not that late, is it?
I don't know.
No, it's only about 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Time.
I bet you set up a panel before you go.
I was going to.
All right, who wants to join us for panel?
And see. 10. Oh, you're very close. It's 10 o'clock.
How about that?
Well, a screenshot of a cloud. This is from Gary.
It's the Phoenix Rising.
That's from Gary. It looks like a horse.
A horse?
A
A
unicorn.
unicorn? No, it's a phoenix. Look, that's his head. And that's his wings. And that's his tail.
Oh, I see a horse.
I see a pickle.
So that is a cloud sent from Gary. That's
Look at
very
all
cool.
those electric wires.
Yeah. We don't have that here in our street.
Not in this street.
No.
This estate has got all of the power underground.
Yeah.
Who did we ask for the email in comment? In
Annie Confetti,
Chat.
I asked.
Annie Confetti?
And I asked her. She popped in and she's popped out again. So
Might be might have widespread internet problems tonight.
it all depends because it's late there for Annie too. So if you want to come up, just let us know and we can invite
Okay, bring
you
up chat for me.
People say it's an angel on the nose. An angel on the nose. The good thing about clouds is they can be anything that you want them to be. An
Oh yeah,
angel.
see look, the wings. Little
Oh
head.
yeah.
Yeah. Personally, I still see a pickle.
No. I see a horse. That's his snout.
Yeah, because you're doing it.
Yeah, I know.
Jam on the bread.
Right, what else?
Did anyone Google Farron Young? Or did anyone recognise Hello Walls at least? Hello Walls.
My internet.
Don't you miss her?
Yeah, a lot of people have been having internet issues. Gary said, yeah, I've lost connection 6 times. Annie says, my internet has been goofy. I'll probably hop in soon. My little person needs to lay down. So she's fighting with Turbo Baby. And geez, I got bogged down and lost sound and everything and had to restart Firefox.
Oh.
I'll come up if it's an open invite.
Yes, it is.
I've got to remember how to do this.
Yeah, it's good to connect a bit more and see some of people's local surroundings.
Oh, that's how we do it. All right, cool. So I had to remember how, because it's been a long time since we've done a panel radio. So
It has been a long time. Been a long time, been a long time, been a lonely, 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 long, long time.
Oh, I didn't see this one.
Hey, who's that?
That's Conks.
Dave Fishing. Oh, look how young he is.
I'll wait till no, I'll do that while he's coming up, and then I'll go
Awesome.
make you a coffee. Because I think I need a quick bite to eat too.
Now, am I getting my songs mixed up, or does it go Band on the Run? Sailor Man and Uncle Sam were searching everyone for the band on the run.
It looks like Conklin's got the old MacGyver mustache happening in that picture. See it?
Reminds me of Les.
Yeah.
My auntie's husband, not uncle through marriage.
Red Feather said, I recognise Hello Walls.
Hello, Walls.
Alan said, we'll have to do this more often. And Gary said, I know who you mean, Grant, Farron Young.
Yeah.
So that's Conklin with his boy. Fishing.
Well, yeah, there's like a few songs that were really big, but he's got a lot of albums that have got good songs on them, really nice old country songs, Farron Young.
Okay. Just let me know if that comes through, Conks. I sent it to your Twitter.
If you ain't loving, you ain't living. That's a good one.
Okay, you're going to make me...
Bum, 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 bum.
I always know it as Man on the Run.
Band on the Run.
It's by the Little River Band, and it's Man on the
Man
Run.
on the Run. Man on the Run.
But I never ever see him say Man on the Run in the song. Where does it say Man on the Run in the song?
Maybe this is a different song. Yeah, this is a different song.
Okay, Band on the Run. It's Band on the Run by Paul McCartney and Wings.
That's it. Yeah, that was it. Wings.
There you go. Okay, I add Conks to the stream. Here we go. There we go.
You're up, Conks.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Good.
You got Ladybug dreams in front of you.
I do. I spent like an hour working on OBS, making a nice slideshow and presentation. And OBS and Firefox weren't working together, and it wouldn't do the OBS StreamYard.
If anyone in chat has never met RC Arts before, this is the infamous RC Art, Mr. Conklin, Conks, whatever you want to call him, just ain't calling late for dinner.
Right. So
Yeah, I'm right.
I'll go do a coffee.
Conks already got his.
Okay, I'll move my chair out the way.
All right, you're not in your workshop. Where's that?
Yeah, my little studio work area. Like one of my bedrooms, I've got like an 8 foot this way and 6 foot this way. It's my computer shrine, my painting area.
I just don't think I've ever seen you with the green screen behind you. That might be it.
Yeah, I forgot that I was going to put the White House Oval office on there, and
Man, person, woman.
cat, dog.
You
Yeah. I've got a few items I want to send you to put out in your rusty gold. I mean, they're not real high dollar items, but they're definitely, you probably wouldn't find them in Australia. It's like I've got a set of cards from Desert Storm that never been opened. I've got a pack of Bill Clinton presidential playing cards. I've got a plate that's all the presidents. It's got the last one was Nixon. He's in the middle. Just kind of cool stuff like that that you probably won't find in Australia.
Yeah, I don't know if I could paint with anything you sent me.
What's that?
I said, I don't think I could paint with anything you sent me.
Well, I mean, you can set it out, and at least it'll make interesting conversation. People love it. You know, I worked the flea market. You put something interesting out there, and they'll stop and chat. And then by the time they're getting kind of bored of chatting, they're like, "Yeah, I should probably buy something." Took all this guy's time.
You know how it works.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I have heaps of chats when I do that. It's good fun catching up with people.
Yeah. Oh, you meet a lot of interesting people too. I mean, I've been out to the flea market and I've met guys that were millionaires. I met one guy. He used to sit in with some of Kenny Rogers' sessions. There's another guy I met. He bought some of the guitars I made. I think he was a record producer. He helped with the Duran or somebody like that.
Yep.
And he's got a studio up in Lincolnton. You meet all kinds of cool people.
Gary said they got an original Pokemon Japanese card, first edition.
Yeah,
Some of the even the old potato discs and stuff like that we used to get in potato crisps. Some of them are even worth good money now.
Oh yeah. Well, I got a book. I actually got it for free because it was all just kind of in a box and just trash. The guy says, you can have that book. So I took it home and it was a first edition Isaac Asimov. I forget, Robot Dreams or something like that.
Yeah.
First edition. I looked it up online. It's worth about $1,000.
Wow.
Well, of course, the hard part there is finding somebody who's going to buy it.
Yeah. Yeah, the old saying is pretty true. I think you're worth what someone's prepared to pay you.
Yeah.
I was really excited years ago in a little dump shop. I found the first 3 big hardcover books of the Doctor Who series, the annuals.
Yeah.
I bought them for about 50 cents each and sold them for $30 each.
That's a good profit.
Yeah, it was nice. There's things like that keep you doing it. Every now and again, you have a really nice win.
Yeah. Oh, I got now too. I got a box. I'm putting it all in, but I've got a set of postcards from the 40s during World War II.
Yep.
And it's from one person, but it's got cool stamps on it and things like that. And they're communicating back and forth. They were traveling all over the place during the war. But, I like old things like that.
Anyone, if you want to send in some pictures to Twitter, when Colette gets back, she'll check it out. I'm pretty hopeful about it. But when Colette gets back, she'll bring them up. That's echoing on your side. I can hear my own voice.
You're echoing here?
Yeah, on your side. I sound like a funky robot.
YouTube's turned off. It should be working properly. Let me turn my volume down a little bit.
Hang on, now that I've got some distortion, I'll try my techno version. Band on the run.
Wah, 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 wah. How about now? Are you still that way?
Send someone email. Cool. Thank you, Red. I'll get her to bring them up when she gets back. I've been getting a lot hungrier because I'm trying to cut down on my meal sizes, my portions, and not eat as much junk. I'm not getting the sugar fixes. So between meals, I'm starting to get really hungry now.
Mm. Well, I've heard the Asians keep so slim is because they don't eat as big of meals. They more like smaller meals throughout the day.
Yep.
Something your body can burn off and not store up all that fat.
Yeah.
Does that sound better? I switched mics.
That was one of my biggest problems. I was eating a lot of stuff late at night too. Like after dinner, I would still eat a lot more through the night, and it was just sitting on me all night while I'm doing nothing.
Is the mic better now? I switched the mics.
That's heaps better.
Okay.
Thank you.
I didn't realize it was set to the laptop mic, and the laptop's closed, so I probably sound weird and muffled, and the other mic's up here.
Yeah, no, that's much better, mate.
Okay.
Hey, Perry, welcome in.
So, yeah, those bonsais are cool. I've always wanted to do that. I think when I saw Karate Kid with Mr. Miyagi with his.
Yeah. Yeah, me too, come to think of it. That's probably what sparked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd never really thought about where it came from. And then I did a bit of work in nurseries when I was younger, and I had the opportunity to play around with a few things and try it with other people's stock and that. So it was good. And then I had an older friend, my older brother tried setting up a nursery at one stage too, and I went around a lot of places sort of buying plants and trying to set up this little nursery. And the older guy I spent a lot of time with, he was into it a bit and he knew a lot about plants, so I picked up things off him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was an interesting character too. He was about 6'2", really long black hair, and never ever wore shoes. Didn't matter where he went, he would never wear shoes. Thank you, baby.
I've got food.
I find I have my best.
Where are you from, mate?
Who what?
What was that, Conch?
I said I do best with my garden if I use plants that are not imported. You know, I use things that will grow locally wild.
Yeah.
And find those types of flowers and things, and they work.
Yeah.
You know, no upkeep basically, except for weeding.
Yeah. It's the same with bonsais too. Like, it's a lot harder to do the Japanese style, like conifers and junipers and that, because they're not from around here. Whereas if I stick to the ficus or the figs, they grow anywhere around here. In the Chinese elms, umbrella trees, all of that stuff grows like wild, and you can just pick out ones that are already stunted, that have come up in the root systems and out in the wild.
Yeah.
And they've already naturally been stunted a bit. So if you can use them, they've got a much better survival rate.
I'm back.
Did you bring some Vegemite?
Mm-hmm. Because I hadn't eaten yet.
Still got my Vegemite. I've still got like 3/4 of the tube of that Vegemite.
You won't eat it though, do you?
Not very often. I've been wanting to get some of the big pretzels because it'd probably be pretty good on those big pretzels. It's a big soft pretzel.
Not like our pretzels. I think more like a bagel.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we've got the hard pretzels that come in the bags, but these are like a big doughy pretzel, like a bagel.
Yeah, we don't really have those big doughy ones. Not around here anyway. Maybe in the cities.
But I think for an American palate, something like that would probably be acceptable for Vegemite.
Yeah, because Vegemite is quite salty already.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Oh my goodness, this is thick.
I'll swap you. I like it thick.
You certainly are an Aussie chick.
See what happens. That's very thick.
Yeah, it'd be a lot for me.
It's not.
That'd kill an American.
That'd be just like taking a salt shaker and going.
Yeah. That'd be a trip to the hospital.
That's nice.
Red Feather sent through some on email.
I could hear.
Did you show that picture of Conk's fishing?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I
Is
just
Is
sit
that
around
what
here.
Junior?
Hang on. What'd you say, Conks?
I just sit around here and do stuff, make up weird things. I got bored. I got bored one day, and I made a new version of my mobile home.
A new version.
Yeah, I figured if I was to travel through space with it, it'd look something like this.
I have to go back to.
You've got our little jet engines, and we've got rocket engines.
What'd you make that out of?
Just a dense paper.
That's very cool.
I have too much time on my hands.
But at
But
least you're being productive.
Are you still doing your hikes, Conk?
I haven't been. It's been really hot, and I haven't been getting up early enough to be able to want to go out into that heat. So I haven't done so many.
You know, pretty soon you'll be saying it's too cold.
Mm-hmm.
No, the cold doesn't bother me like the hot.
The cold doesn't bother me
Anyway, let it go. Let it go.
Oh, I mean, you said your climate's like Florida. Now, do you have a lot of humidity, or is it more of a dry
Yeah.
heat?
Yeah, humidity.
Oh, so you do have a lot of humidity.
Yeah,
Okay.
real sticky heat.
That's it. Gets real. It's like a swampy, real
Yeah.
humid here, and the heat wouldn't be so bad. I've been to Arizona when it's 100 degrees, and it's not that bad.
Yeah.
But 100 degrees here, it's like walking through thick hot mayonnaise or something. It's terrible.
Yeah, well, when it gets into about 120 Fahrenheit here, you can't breathe. The air is that dry and thick.
120 Fahrenheit?
Yeah. That's our summer.
And something like 90% humidity.
Mm-hmm.
That's terrible. That sounds like Louisiana.
Swamp butt.
Yeah, well, Louisiana gets real hot like that, but they've got all the swamps and everything everywhere.
Yeah,
So
like
it's terrible.
yeah, because it rains a bit here in summer too, so it sort of rains and then it tries to take it back straight away.
Supposed
Yeah.
to rain.
Yeah, the rain will cool it down while it's raining and for a few
Yeah.
minutes afterward, but once that sun comes back out,
Yeah, it just tries to suck it back up straight away.
yeah.
And you're caught in the middle of it.
Okay, now I can speak. Okay, so these photos are from Red Feather and they're of a sunset. So I'll quickly show them. Okay. And that's at some sort of
Oh, is that Coney Island?
amusement park or something. Red Feather needs to tell us what that is. Is that like a show or is it there all the time? Because isn't one of their places got like a carnival set up all the time?
Oh, they've got a few places like that, but I think Coney Island's the one I always think of that's there constantly. That looks more like a portable one set up though, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, county fair.
And then we got, oh, look at all the,
Jet streams, are they?
I'm checking on breath.
Hey, look, there's Zorro's mark.
It looks a little bit like it, hey? That's jet streams. We saw a plane up.
Benny in the jet.
We saw a plane that was going up the other night, hey, with a stream behind it. I don't know what it's called.
Yeah.
Benny in the jet.
Got a Mohan boots around you. You know I read it in a magazine. Oh.
Benny in the jets.
More photos from Red Feather.
That's just what I needed. Thank you.
Oh, look at the rainbow.
Oh, rainbow in amongst the clouds.
We saw a horizontal rainbow the other day, didn't we?
Yeah, that one looks pretty flat. There's not much arc to it.
Yeah. We thought that was quite unusual.
Yeah, it went on for ages. Went on for about 3.7 kilometres, conks. You know how far that is?
It's very precise.
Sounds like it's longer than 2 kilometers.
It's longer than a piece of string.
Chemtrails. There's a conspiracy about them, isn't there?
Isn't it supposed to be like cloud seeding or something like that?
I don't know.
Mind control chemicals or something like that.
I'm really getting less and less patience with conspiracy theorists.
The rainbow was at her niece's wedding. And he says, I'll send you some photos right now. That's a nice photo.
That is very pretty.
Is it sunrise or sunset? That's beautiful.
It looks a bit like sunrise, but it could be either. That's grandfather's whiskers in the tree, isn't it? What do you guys call that?
Spanish moss?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Spanish moss?
Yeah, Spanish moss. Tillandsia. It's an air plant related to the pineapple.
Very pretty. Thank you, Red Feather.
Yeah, once you get down in the bottom of South Carolina, you start getting a lot of Spanish moss in the trees.
Yeah, there's heaps of it in. Do you remember Simon Watts? He's the English guy that comes to trivia sometimes, and he does a lot of nature videos.
Mm.
Yeah.
He took a holiday, and he took some footage going through the swamps and that, and there was trees that were just absolutely smothered in it. Really, really pretty.
We have to send him a message.
A little bit
to
eerie looking.
Find out
Yeah, it is.
in the UK.
Mm.
Yeah, I grabbed a couple items. Yeah, I look out. I used to get my daughter little tea sets all the time for every Christmas. Every Christmas, she'd get a new tea set.
Cool.
Well, I started collecting little teapots. Like,
Oh, that's a good one.
it's a teddy bear's picnic.
Oh,
Is
that's
it?
cool.
Is it on like a tree stump?
Yeah, and it's on a tree stump.
Nice.
That's very
And
cool.
so, I thought I probably paid $0.25 for it, and I take them and I look them up online. It's worth $75. Some of these little teapots like this are worth $3,000, $4,000, $5,000.
Yeah.
Did you say a quarter, as in 25 cents?
Yeah, 25 pennies. Yes,
Yeah.
25 cents.
That would be actually a really good stream. Doing like that. You go out and you find random things, and then you come back, you find 3 random items, and then you come back and you show everybody.
Well, that's us every week.
And this one is another little dish. It's a hand painted dish.
Very cool.
And so I look it up, and I think I paid $0.25 for it as well. It's worth $300.
Wow. Show me the picture again. Okay.
What's the name on the back of it?
Fine bone china crown, Staffordshire, England.
Staffordshire.
Staffordshire.
Yeah, Staffordshire, yeah.
Yeah.
My arms are not long enough anymore, even with glasses. But yeah.
Stoke-on-Trent, stuff from there is usually pretty good. Staffordshire, there's a few English places that are just renowned for it, eh?
Yeah, now on these teapots, it's the ones that are from France that are usually worth the big dollars. But there again, who's going to buy it?
Yeah.
Finding a buyer.
A French teapot collector.
But I thought that was cute, little teddy bear's picnic. I thought she'd enjoy that.
Adorable.
Yeah, good finds. We've got a couple of little teapots. I tried selling them at the markets and no one wanted them.
Well, you know what I usually found is I'd get like 15 or 20 of them, and
Yeah.
somebody would want to come by and they'd just buy the whole collection.
Okay.
And
So keep going, you reckon? Double down.
yeah, well, I mean, and you got to set them in, put them away, set them out, put them away, and after a while they get broken. So
Yep.
I dropped a whole box of them out the car the other a few
Yeah.
weeks ago and smashed a few from the tea set.
Over the years, I've really tried to reduce breakables down to a bare minimum for that reason.
Yeah.
It used to be red feather. I'm not sure whether it still is, not with COVID, but
Welcome, old news. If you haven't joined us before, thank you very much for coming to check us out. I'm Grant.
and I'm Colette.
And up on panel, we've got our good friend RC Arts. Make yourself at home. Lots of really beautiful people in chat, so join right in. We've been doing show and tell. It's been good, eh?
See what else? I got this.
Your big
your
pipe.
pipe.
I would love to have a go on that if I still smoked.
I only smoke pipe tobacco in it.
Yeah.
I've had enough frills and spills, and that's why I don't mind the simple life now. Just chilling out and doing my own thing. And
Excuse me if I'm eating. You got one piece left.
One piece left.
I needed it.
Cheers.
Stick that up there.
I used to watch Antique Roadshow all the time.
And American Pickers too.
Yep.
yeah, I'll grab a few more things for show and tell.
Yeah, cool.
You know, I've got show and tell around here.
If anybody else wants to come up on panel, let us know and we can get you up here.
But like I always say to Grant, it's only worth what someone's willing to pay.
Well, let's see.
Look at this. Oh, that's a new one.
Is that
I've had it for a while.
I've never seen that one.
Yeah, I've had this one for a while. It's concert ready.
Did you do that?
Yeah, that's one I made.
Yeah. Oh, did you see the hand?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a hand, and then the volume knob.
that's my colour too, mate.
A ring. A ring
Yeah.
on that.
Yeah, I did like a little emerald.
Because he nearly had it finished and he thought he better put a ring on it.
And this one.
That one I've seen. Yep.
Yeah, this is my favorite. I mean, it's a couple 2x4s with a neck, and
Real
But-
sturdy, eh?
yeah. I mean, you can drop it, and what else? Oh, one more.
I really like that green one with the hand. What did you mosaic that with?
Pardon me?
What did you mosaic that with?
It's broken mirror glass,
Okay.
and then I grouted it in with Bondo, and then buffed it down smooth again. Let me see. I need to find something.
I've been wanting it. I've never tried anything with mosaic, but I've been wanting to give it a go.
Now, I started out making these. I don't know if it's still in tune. It's just
Little box guitar.
it's a little diddly bow.
Bo diddly.
Yeah, I mean it's nothing special. I finally put some tuner keys. I had four of these for the tuner keys before.
Yeah.
But let's see if it's in tune.
Just an eyelet screw.
Tune it just like a banjo.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty mouthful.
But it's got a cool sound.
Yeah, it does. Good, nice twang.
Especially with the slider.
Yeah, the glass slide and pick.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was really interesting. You know, when I do some kind of art, I've got to look into it, find out where it came from. And it started off back in the South. The banjo came from Africa. So what they would do is they would take a piece of wire off of the broom. They take their mom's broom and they used to, you'd put the straw on there and it'd be wrapped with wire.
Yeah, that's right.
Well,
yeah.
They took that wire and what they would do is sling it across the front porch rail.
Yep.
And you could play it with a stick or you could use a pick, and then you use a shot glass or something. You could slide it and play it. And then they started using oil cans and, tin cans, and they attach a neck to it. The broom, they take the rest of the broom, take the handle and attach 1 or 2 strings to it, and they would play it like that. And that's like the origins of blues.
Now, I'm having a mind blank at the moment, but I spent hours one night a few weeks back looking into this guy is like the daddy of blues, and I can't remember his name now, but it was like did an album The Crossroads.
Justin Johnson?
Yes.
He plays the shovel, and he's got like a skateboard with strings on it, and a broomstick with strings, and he is good.
Okay. Annie sent through some photos, so I'm just about to see what she sent through.
Oh, a sky rail. I'd be scared in them. I get a bit iffy with heights.
Okay, so I'll show this. I should be able to show this as an album and just flick through.
Well, I don't think anyone should really feel comfortable in them things, should they?
And nobody can see what we're talking about at the moment. Right.
Oh, okay.
So here are a few pics of my trip to Austin Alps. I rode the cable cars past Austrian.
Yeah, I don't think there's any Alps in Texas.
Mountains. It's a lovely place I have ever been on Earth. Someday I will get back. And so that's the cable car.
The cable cars.
I'll do full screen. There we go. There we go. So that's very... Look at the mountain.
Oh.
Look how green it is. See,
Austrian. So this is like the Sound of Music.
The hills are alive with the sound of music. See, we get all excited when we see a bit of greenery, don't we?
Yeah.
Oh, look how green it is.
We've had so much drought here in Australia in the last decade.
Oh, look, is that snow in the hills over the back?
Yeah, up on the Alps, the peaks.
Wow.
High on the hills with the lonely goat herd.
It would have been a little bit scary in the cable car.
Yeah, that would scare me.
Looks like a quaint little village.
Yeah, the wind would make it sway too. Oh, look at the pretty little daisies on the top of the...
Little wildflowers.
Yeah, very cute. Thank you, Annie.
Am I confused, or is that right? Was the Sound of Music Austria?
Yes, it was quite nerve-wracking. We were in the clouds. Yes, I went to Salzburg too and saw where the Sound of Music was filmed.
There you go.
Yeah, so you were correct.
Doe, a deer, a female deer.
Kitzbühel is a tiny village.
Kong's the name I call myself.
Ray, he works at the local jewel and pawn.
What have I got? I haven't shown anything for show and tell. I was just looking around.
Oh, behave.
I don't know. I've got to show and tell.
Behave, baby.
How about some water plants?
Oh, my oldest water plant.
The oldest water plant.
No, this is one of the ones she hasn't tortured and cut and threatened to cut. And
She might have.
it's going to do what she wants it to do. Or else.
Yeah, or else. She at the very least stripped all the roots bare and put them in water.
Okay, this is my eldest one. I don't know whether you can see it. It's just a peace lily.
Yeah, I'll hold it up a bit closer so you can
It's
see the
A
roots.
little bit heavy. So it's just a peace lily with its roots straight into the water on rocks. And
Does that one get the little white flower that comes up?
Yeah, that's
it
it.
does. and it's loving it. It's probably been in the water about 6 weeks, and it's loving it. Hasn't gone backwards, and it's starting to throw all new all new leaves.
And a couple of weeks, it should look at a flower, because we're about 3 weeks off of spring.
Yeah, so that's my eldest one.
Yeah, it's got that almost like the half shell looking flower.
I think we call those birds a bird of paradise. Might be
No.
another name for it too. No, is that a different thing?
Yeah, they've got like a point with a crest and orange and red colours in it, the bird of paradise.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Strelitzia is the botanical name for them.
I didn't go to horticulture school.
Yeah, no, I just picked that up from you. When I was working at the nurseries, I used to read the tags all the time, and some of them stuck. Because I haven't done it in so long, a lot of them are gone, but that one stuck.
Here you go. This is what I collect also.
That's a paperweight.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's a big one.
So I have a whole shelf dedicated just to paperweights. So that's just a paperweight. It's got splashes inside it.
There's a name from the vintage ones from the 70s. I think it starts with M.
This one's got butterflies in the top of it.
Dragonflies.
And just a swirl. So they're all glass. What else do we have? That. Good luck, Gary. Gary says I'm going to try and shut everything down, unplug, and try and reset everything. Good night, guys. Thanks for a fun evening.
Thank you very much for sharing with us, Gary. It was awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. And then I just the little antique shops that we go to, they have them, and I just pick them up, and then I just display them. And that one's got a cute bottom too.
Just like you, baby.
It looks like a little bit of a flower. Yeah, so that's my little, because I used to collect all different heavy sort of glass, but when we moved,
Empty wide bottles.
no, when we moved, we ran out of room here, and so I just downgraded and collect paperweights.
Ah, so see, your paperweight collection explains the attraction to Grant.
Here we go.
How so? My hair is acting like a bloody scarf. Yeah.
Now we just got to cut. Well, see, she needs them for all the lists.
There you go. Something to hold the list down.
Yeah. Thanks again, Gary. Catch you next time, mate. It's good to it's been good to see a little bit of people's personal stuff.
Yeah. I used to collect uranium glass, which is glow glass. But I've only got one left of them.
Has that been popular in the US?
Is it white milk glass?
No.
I don't have any.
It was after milk glass, I think.
Is it a blue glass?
See if I can.
You know your depression glass, just your green depression glass.
Yeah, it's kind of a. I'm wondering if that's what they call carnival glass.
No, that's different.
That's different too.
Yeah, uranium glass is just a certain period of the depression glass. A certain amount of it they made from the ingredients had a different deposit in it.
Mm.
And so it's when you put it under black light, it glows. So without the black light, it just looks like normal depression glass.
Okay.
And with the black light on it,
That's what it looks like.
it glows.
Oh, that's the stuff that's radioactive.
Yeah.
Right.
This isn't mine, but I used to have a lot.
Colette had a really nice collection of it.
But
And they used to use it for like clock handles and things.
yes.
All different stuff, yeah.
Yeah, and the women and other people working in the factories were getting sick.
Mm.
There was a boy, young boy genius. He used it to create a nuclear bomb or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he bought up all these
You
old.
would have to have a massive amount.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah,
It's only tiny little deposits in it. Yeah.
yeah. Well, it was his hobby. So
Yeah.
yeah,
And
he wound up becoming fairly famous with the FBI and local
I bet.
university, and I mean he's got a great job now, but he was just a kid.
And he collects books, and they are hard to move.
Yeah.
And you
Books
collect.
get heavy.
Oh, you just pinched my head. And
You only have to have a look at the foundations in libraries to realise how heavy books get.
this is a glow one. This is called Boyd Glass, and it's the only little one of these I have.
So it's the same thing, but this certain artist used to do animals out of it.
So this is a koala, and it glows orange. So it's Boyd Glass.
Do you know who the artist was?
No.
Boyd. I forget his first name. It was someone Boyd.
I wonder if he's still around, and if you looked him up, if he did pass away, if it was from leukemia or something radiation related.
Oh.
Boyd.
Colette's getting on the Google.
Maker?
Boyd Glass Maker.
Yeah, because I found that story about the young boy who made the little small nuclear bomb, and it led to looking up into it, and then I learned about the people at the factories getting sick. And
Okay, his name was Bernard C. Boyd, and his son was Bernard F. Boyd, from Boyd's Crystal Art Glass in 1978 in Cambridge, Ohio. I thought it was going to be Cambridge, England, but it's Cambridge, Ohio.
No.
So he's an American.
Reading quickly.
yeah, we have Paris here too, in Paris, Texas. And then we have London, Tennessee.
Did you say Paris, Texas?
Paris, Texas. And London, Tennessee. It's not quite the same.
I have some escargot with my big steak.
Oh, with the side of mushrooms and gravy.
I could never understand that. You think you go to a high dollar restaurant, you think they could keep the snails off the plate.
Have you ever eaten snails?
No.
No, I haven't either. Yeah.
No.
You've tried quail.
Yeah, Annie and Turbo collect fish tanks.
Have you eaten quail?
No.
They're not much of a feed there.
A crocodile?
No.
No.
No crocodile, no alligators, no frogs, no squirrel,
Ostrich, emu.
no rabbit, no
You haven't had rabbit.
horse meat.
I thought you would have had rabbit. Oh, you had horse meat.
Yes, we've had horse meat.
I haven't eaten horse meat.
How did you come to have horse meat? That's not commercially sold there, is it?
No, I lived in a very small town, and the horse got
It
loose.
used to be a one-horse town.
It was a one-horse town. Yeah, now it's a no-horse town. Because the guy's horse got loose, and some young boy was hauling butt up the road and hit the horse. So the horse died. They had to shoot it, and of course it was a town of 3,000, so the horse was taken to the butcher's.
Yeah.
Oh, was it divvied up for everyone?
Well, whoever wanted to buy some, they were. I was young.
Was it a stallion?
I don't know. It was good with A1 sauce.
A1 sauce. That's like barbecue sauce, or?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is kind of like a barbecue sauce,
Mhm.
steak sauce.
Yeah. And he says every time you say Ipswich, she thinks of Ipswich, Massachusetts.
Oh, there's one in America too, in Ipswich.
Mm-hmm.
They're all over the place. I grew up in Ipswich, Queensland,
Mm-hmm.
and I know that was named after Ipswich, England.
Yeah.
So I'd take it the one in Massachusetts is the same, would have been named after Ipswich, England. I figured they sold it to Burger King. No, they really got the taste for horse after that. It was really good. But they really loved their horse, so they just ate one leg. They had a 3-legged horse after that.
One leg at a time.
Mm.
Well, I'll tell you. Go ahead.
No, you go.
You were talking first. Go.
We're just talking rubbish.
All I was going to say was that the horse was great.
Great. Nay. You've eaten crocodile. You didn't really like it though. Yeah, I'm not. I'm very fussy when it comes to food.
I've eaten a lot of different bugs that have flown in my mouth when I was outside.
Nothing worse than a fly up your nose.
Uh-huh.
What's worse than finding a worm in your apple?
Finding
half a worm in your apple.
I got, where'd I do with those?
They were beautiful too, Annie. Thanks for the pics. Have we got more?
They were, yeah, she's got, this is where Mozart was born.
Mozart.
I was able to see Mozart's violin inside, but no pictures were allowed. Okay, so I'll show this.
Is that Mozart Amadeus? Amadeus. Oh, Amadeus.
I have to.
Come on, rock me, Amadeus. Amadeus Mozart.
Hang on, I have to show screen.
Is that the same person, Conks? Amadeus?
Yeah, Amadeus Mozart.
Yeah.
Yeah, the plumber, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just doing this.
Did you know that the toilet was invented by a guy with the last name of Crapper?
Yeah. Been a long time since I heard that trivia.
Okay, so this is where Mozart was born.
Where he was born?
Yep, this is where Mozart was born.
In that building?
Yep, she was able to see Mozart's violin inside, but no pictures were allowed. Very cool.
Mm.
Very cool.
Building looks like it's kept up pretty well.
Yeah.
It does, doesn't it? They've looked after it.
They don't build things like they used to.
Our buildings here, once they become heritage listed, they're not allowed to change too much about their cosmetics.
I was looking into buying a historic home one time, and it was about 200 years old.
Most people would tell you not to.
Well, you're not allowed to sand. If you're going to paint, you have to use scrapers, and they just had so many rules and regulations what you could or couldn't do. It needed new electrical work, and you're only allowed to do this. Duct work, the whole deal, and it would have been such a pain.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had people tell me that before. There used to be a lovely little church in town for sale. You could have turned it into anything. It was just a little hall, really. But it used to be an old church. And the guy that run that had nothing but headaches with the local council.
Mm.
Yeah, well, it was like a 4,000 square foot home. I mean, the ceilings in the attic were like 20 foot up.
Yeah.
But now I know why it was only $20,000.
Yeah.
Because it was, with all their specifications and loops and hoops you had to jump through, it would have cost a lot of money to try and make it livable.
Yeah. Red Feather says, oh, she's talking about the horses, sorry. I'll never eat a horse on purpose.
Give you the trots.
And he says, I like old homes, but I can't imagine tending to it. My family in Boston dealt with old homes, and very expensive.
A lot of old homes in Boston, isn't there?
Hmm.
Yeah, see, I grew up around old homes. I grew up in upstate New York. And, all the homes were 100 years old or so. And it's just what was there.
What else?
A lot of those old buildings hold up pretty well, though. They built them, well, like everything, they built it a lot better, and they built things to last.
Oh, that's what I was going to do too.
Right, that's back before they used the cheapest materials and the lowest bidder to build things.
Yeah.
See, I'm scrolling because I've got the topics for next trivia. I didn't write.
Oh, what's next trivia?
I don't know. I'm grabbing it.
Oh, what do you mean you're grabbing it? Off the list?
Off my list, yeah. So I have to scroll down because I wrote out over 50 of them.
50
Did anyone
topics.
else want to come up on panel? I wasn't watching chat. I hope we didn't miss anyone.
No one's jumped up and down saying, pick me, pick me.
Pick me.
Yeah, see, Grant's getting upset because I'm not standing up and letting him see my butt.
You haven't done the Elvis shape.
I don't do Elvis.
All right, let me have a look. This week's lucky number is 42.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, here we go. No, that's my meal plan.
Now, have you ever seen?
Did your meal plan go down what I read?
What?
Is that your meal plan?
What did you read? No.
Now, have you ever seen Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy?
Oh, yeah, but like a lot of things back then, I didn't have all my faculties when I watched it. So I don't remember a lot of it.
It's still a good laugh. It's a funny movie.
I can only just vaguely remember bits and pieces. Conk has been so long since I watched it.
Yeah, well,
And I was young and on a different planet.
Well, you'll need to watch it again so you'll have a full understanding of the meaning of 42.
and probably a full appreciation for it.
Yes.
That's like when I was young, I watched that. When I was a teenager, I watched Pink Floyd, The Wall.
Mm-hmm.
And I got no idea what that movie was about. I just got completely lost in it. But I should probably try and watch that again one day.
All right.
Yeah. I remember watching some of those rock and roll people movies, and I couldn't tell you what they were about.
No.
Okay, so that's on my list.
Oh, is that what we're going to do?
Yeah. Do you want to do that?
I don't know.
Or, yeah, I think I'll stick to the list.
I do like this topic.
That's after that one.
Okay.
Okay. So,
If you reckon. I don't know. We'll see what the what people in chat reckon.
Okay, so on my list we have for next trivia.
What's this wee business? I don't remember writing nothing.
I have Peter Pan, or I need to know how to spell that.
The one that starts with K.
Yeah, there we go.
I could have my bonsais in the background for that.
Yeah. Or. So you guys get to choose. Or Karate Kid. So Peter Pan or Karate Kid. If we do Peter Pan, you might be able to get in some tights.
So you're going to dress him up as Tinkerbell?
That'd be better.
Where?
Can I be Captain Hook?
Yeah, well, we used to have a hook. I don't know whether we still do.
Please don't make me put on tights and be Peter Pan.
Peter Pan!
I want to grow up.
I'm a real boy.
That's Pinocchio.
Well, Peter Pan, you've got Robin Williams did Peter Pan also.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's quite a bit that I can do with Peter Pan.
I remember going to the cinema to watch Robin Williams be Popeye.
Okay, Conks, do you weigh in on this? Do you want Peter Pan or Karate Kid?
Peter Pan sounds great. There's there's been what, 5 or 6 versions of it.
Okay, Peter Pan it is. See, I did good on my list. I can be Tinkerbell and Grant can be Peter Pan.
Okay, I'm going to have to find a green hat.
I'll have to make one.
Or Grant could be the little boy that lost his marbles. Always looking for his marbles.
Already there.
You can be Nan. Yeah.
Nan the dog.
Oh, there
Wendy.
you go.
I can just have an ice cream cone and be Wendy.
Yeah, awesome. So Peter Pan it is.
Okay. How about I be Schmitty, Captain Hooks?
Well, you
I'll
could be
try
the crocodile,
I'll be the crocodile.
or you could be the clock. Tick tock.
Tick-tock. Oh no, it might get banned.
No, that's tic tac.
Oh.
That's TikTok.
He called it Tic Tac. Okay, looks like I'm going to try and be Peter Pan.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna need a card.
It's a shame I've never dressed up as Kermit before. I could just use the same outfit.
You have you were Kermit once.
Yeah, but that was just his face.
Yeah, that's all
I
right.
didn't have green tights.
It's all right. Nobody sees you from the waist down. You can pretend that you're wearing green tights.
Maybe you just find a lime green leisure suit. You be Peter Pan grown up. All right. Well, I'm gonna jump off and let you guys have your show back.
Yeah, well, I think we're gonna we can bring Diesel in and then we'll
Yeah, Diesel can be Nan.
thank you for joining us, Conclan.
Thanks,
Thank
mate.
you for having
Good to
me
see you on the screen.
All right. Well, we'll see
Thanks
you.
for showing
We'll
us
be
your
back in
goodies.
the chat.
Yeah, no worries.
See you now.
Bye. Awesome. Yeah, well, you were gonna bring Diesel in, and I think once you bring Diesel in, we might wrap it up.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, it's 1 o'clock already.
Yeah, so I will go get Diesel.
Okay. I've got to see the guy down the road too.
So I'll go get the boy.
Yeah.
I'll have to move stuff, otherwise he'll.
I've got to take a trip out to the dump also, the sale. I've got a couple of things to do. Yeah, Nan it was, hey. I think it was like an old English sheepdog. Big old dog. Big old hairy dog called Nan. It took me a second to register when Colette first did it too, because my mum gets called Nan. So instead of Nana or Grandma or anything, she's always been called Nan. But everyone calls her that. Even my friends and my brother's friends and everyone just called my mum Nan. Here's the big boy.
You want to sit?
Are you going to be Nan? Hey, you going to be Nan next week?
It's a boy. Look this way. Daddy's shoulder.
Oi.
Yeah.
Oi.
Look, that's shoulder. No, here.
Where you going, buddy?
Come in this way. Come here. Look. Come here. Sit. Over this way.
What are you doing?
Sit.
We're pretty lucky here. Most of the dumps already salvage anything worth taking. They pull out and then they just put it in a pile and people can buy it from the pile. So all the health and safety regulations these days, you're not actually allowed to go into the piles yourself. Oh, Diesel.
Look at everybody here.
Yeah, I'll put some above the camera.
Oh, you don't want him to jump up on the desk. Good boy. Sit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Nan was a sheepdog, like an old English sheepdog. You're a good boy, aren't you? Hey? My gentle giant. I'll do another one near the camera. Here, buddy.
It's a boy.
Out he goes. He's a good boy, hey? Must be 7 now, I reckon. I think he's 7. I'm running really low on my cast iron bits and pieces and camp ovens and that sort of thing. Railway spikes, horseshoes, all that sort of stuff. I haven't got much left of that. Yeah, he's 7, isn't he? Decent.
7.5. So
he's starting to look a bit older too.
Yeah, he's starting to age. He's got a few age spots on his elbows, a little callus on his arm here. So, yeah, he's getting old.
Yeah, for Great Danes, because they got such a short lifespan, you rarely see a Great Dane get to 10-year-old. So he's really in his last few years. Yeah,
well, he was 3 when we rescued him. So we've had him 4 years now. We're just over 3. So, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it is, Conklin. He said hard to restock when everybody's on lockdown. And all the good stuff goes really quickly. We've got a little dump that we go to, hey?
Yeah.
And there's hardly anything there.
You really got to be there the day that it comes in.
Mm-hmm. What did we get yesterday? Not much, eh?
A saddle.
A saddle, yeah.
And we've got to go back for those chairs.
Mm-hmm.
And you got those couple of little glass jars.
Yeah, nothing much. Not a lot.
Not a lot.
All.
So I've got an old saddle. It's not usable. It's just for decoration. But I only paid $5 for it, but I'll probably only get $10 for it. But at least it's something. I double my money on it.
Yeah. Red Pepper says he's so cute. I remember when you got him.
Oh, he's always been really, he's a good-looking dog.
Soft-natured. I said to Grant.
My big boy, my big sook.
I said to Grant, when he passes, that we might get another one, another Great Dane. I got the lady that took, when we moved, because we could only have one, only supposed to have one dog, but we've got 2. So I had 2 Shih Tzu cross Maltesers. One was Lily and one was Bella, and I rehomed them when we moved.
It was much easier to find good houses for them too, because they're inside dogs.
And the lady that took Lily sent me she contacts me every so often. She sent me through a video of Lily the other night, and I burst out in tears. It's like, oh, so cute. I miss them still. But I had to rehouse them.
I still miss Billy.
Yeah, Billy the guy. Yeah.
I really like Billy.
That's a sad thing about when we moved. Like, we had to downgrade our animals. We downgraded our fish tanks. We had to get rid of the peacocks, the geese, the ducks. Yeah, it is so hard to give up the animals. Maybe name the next one Unleaded Regular.
It makes it a lot easier when you can find good homes for them, and you know you're doing the right thing, giving them to a good home. But yeah, it's really hard.
Yeah, it took me a little while to find the perfect people for the little girls. I used to call them my little girls. Yeah. My Bella and Lily. Yeah. All righty.
Okay, well, I hope we haven't bored anyone to death with our laid-back chat.
Yeah, it's been good to catch up with everybody.
It was really nice that people shared their personal pics with us, and really good to see a bit of local stuff from people around the world. Yeah.
I think we'll do this a little bit more. Like, it's only a Saturday morning for us, so I think we might make it a regular Saturday morning, which is your Friday night. And we'll just
might even start doing it a bit earlier.
Yeah.
Like start at 9 o'clock or something.
It all depends whether Gus does the overnight. It has to work in with Gus.
And next time I'll show you what if I've done any improvements to these bonsais,
Yeah.
or try and bring one of the bigger ones in.
Mm-hmm. So thank you all for joining us and sharing in our show and tell.
It was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Conks, for coming up on panel.
Yeah.
Really good of you to join us. Thank you. And a big thank you to everyone that sent us pictures and shared part of their life with us.
And Sharon Red Feather and Annie and Alan and Gary.
Yeah, I'm going to watch it back myself,
Mm-hmm.
and just have a better look at all the pictures.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're going to do Peter Pan for trivia.
I hope you enjoyed just having a nice relaxed chat for a change.
Yeah.
And a big thank you to everyone for joining us. Really good to spend time with you. You guys are awesome.
Bye, guys.
And if we don't see you beforehand, we'll see you for trivia, which will be Peter Pan.
Yeah.
So thanks heaps, guys. Love yous. Stay safe, stay connected, and we'll catch up soon. Bye.
Bye, guys.